Week 8 in the league that plays for pay starts tonight. In about 20 minutes. You got the Packers in Arizona to take on the Cardinals. I'm feeling pretty good. Twatty will be with us in a few minutes. Welcome into the boys in the chat, Ab and Johnny Nelson, and whoever else is going to show up to watch this little program that we do. And away we go. So, obviously, the big story this week is the Green Bay Packers have pretty much their entire starting wide receiver core out. Lazard out. Devontae Adams out. I'm not sure on Valdez-Scantling. I would assume that he's out. I don't see him on any of our first touchdown props. So, you got Tonka Bob at tight end tonight. Randall Cobb. I know St. Brown is going to play. So, they're in a world of hurt. And that's why this line went from 3.5 to 6. Ronnie Lofton, McInnes, Bucky, Mikey. Twatty's in the chat. Sent him the invite. He'll be in here soon. Holden might come, stop by for a bit, possibly. Oh, Spread. I keep forgetting Spread's coming to hang out on Thursdays now. My guy Spread is going to come and hang out. So we're here, boys. Twatty's here. What's going on, big boy?
We're here. We're clappers.
We're clappers. We're here.
And let's start with how good Erin Andrews looks already in this telecast.
Well, she's the GOAT. I mean, I haven't seen her in the telecast yet, but we all know she's the GOAT.
She's ridiculous.
She's the end-all be-all. She always will be.
Tiger, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing good, bro. 41. My birthday was 2 days. My birthday was 2 days ago.
So of the next 3 hours that we're on together, how many hours are you going to bitch about your age? Oh, I'll answer for you because you're froze. 2.
You broke up, so I didn't hear any of that. What's going on?
You froze.
I froze then. I didn't hear any of that. Say it again.
Not worth repeating.
How you guys doing?
What's up, Fred?
Not much. I'm just getting ready for a good evening tonight. I just jumped on. What were you saying about the game tonight? What were you feeling about it, Jay?
Well, I didn't say anything about the game yet. I just said that top 3 wide receivers for the Green Bay Packers aren't playing and moved the line from 3.5 to 6. And they're going to have to rely on Randall Cobb, St. Brown, Tonka Bob, and that's basically where we left it off. What are your guys' thoughts on the side and total tonight? Right now, 6.5. The total is up to 51. What say you, Spread?
Yeah, I think this is a tough one to get involved with at this number. I think it's just moved out too far to where there's no more value on Arizona. I actually liked Arizona better at full strength against a full strength Packers team, only laying 3.5. Then I'm not really know how much downgrade we're going to get. I just believe that Rodgers has the ability to keep to use whichever receivers. I don't think he's dependent on Devontae Adams to move the ball up and down the field. So that's why I'm hesitant to lay the 6.5.
What say you, Twatty?
Well, I did something that was pretty outlandish, I think, with the injuries. I actually put the injuries at 4 fucking points. I've never been anywhere near that. But with Bakhtiari out on the offensive line, they're missing 2. They're missing Kenny King. They're missing Preston Williams. They're missing fucking 2 other receivers. I had it at 4 points. So, and I made that line at 5 to begin with. So I had that line at 9. So, needless to say, I'm on Arizona.
Yeah, but what my only comeback to that was, weren't all the injuries built into the line already, minus the wideouts?
I made my own line, and I set my own line at 5, and then I put the injuries to make it 9.
Got it. Okay, so then you're on the Cardinals minus 6.5.
Yep.
All right, so what I said on the show yesterday with Holden and Mangone was I was going to hope the Packers get on the board first, and hopefully we can hop on the Cardinals live. That was basically my takeaway on the game. I know we have a play on the spreadsheet already on the total, and from JJ. I said on the total, I thought that everybody was going to snap pound the under because of the wideouts that were out for Green Bay. But I wasn't so sure that they still couldn't get up and over that total. I said that yesterday on the show, and it wouldn't surprise me if they get up and over 50 tonight, even though the wideouts are not going to play. Now, we got to play on the total on the sheet. That's for the subs. Tyler's got player props on the sheet. Spread's got a couple NBA plays on the sheet for tonight. And I guess that's where we start. Now, I guess we'll do the first touchdowns.
Real quick on the live betting strategy, Jay, let me ask you this. Even if the Cardinals get out first, I mean, would you be interested in the Packers if we're getting double digits there? Or do you think there's some blowout potential?
I mean, what would you say are the best weapons that the Packers have going for them tonight? Jones, Dillon, and probably Bob Tonyan.
Yeah, Tonyan. Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, if two of the three best weapons that you have are running backs, probably, I think that if the Cardinals get out early, they have a chance to get out and just run away. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't be running to take the Packers probably live plus the points if the Cardinals get on the board. I think at that point I would probably turn my attention to looking for a live player prop to get on for the night.
Okay.
But if the Packers do get on the board early, I think we're almost in a position where you have to get on the Cardinals. Don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, that's the ideal scenario is that you get that free teaser, halfway through the first quarter, and you just tease it down to the 0.5 off a Aaron Rodgers touchdown. But,
yeah,
we'll see if it turns out that way.
I don't hate Tonyan anytime touchdown. Last time I saw it, it was like plus 225. I'm not sure what it is now.
Down to plus 186 offshore.
Oh, wow. 2 hours ago, it was like plus 225.
Offshore's a little less generous with those two. Usually the FanDuel and the DraftKings are a little more generous.
Okay, yeah, you could still get plus 225. I don't hate that. I don't hate Aaron Jones anytime touchdown. Last time I saw it was minus 110. What do you have right now, Spread?
For Aaron Jones.
Couple things while he's looking that up. The problem is as a professional gambler, you know this. It's not really the amount of injuries, but if they're cluster injuries, which this is, it's serious. It's a cluster injury. I think that does play a little bit of effect. I think if it was just one, if it was just Adams out, yeah, I think Rodgers overcomes that definitely. The other thing I really see happening is I see them really saying who on this team can beat us, and they're going to say it's Aaron Jones, and they're going to completely try to stop Aaron Jones.
Yeah, I think that if it was Devontae Adams has now played himself into that group of 5 players in the league that are worth a full point to the line. But I do think that it's compounded when you have multiple starting players out in the same player position. Definitely.
And it's also on a short week too, right? So the backups have less time to work in the new system.
And I think that's why this line initially went from 3.5 to 5.5, because it was probably a point for Adams and then a point for the other wide receivers that compounded the loss to Adams. So, yeah, I agree. I agree with
and I actually took it at 4. I took it all the way up to 4 personally. Because Bakhtiari, I think it's a big loss on your line.
But he's been out already, so it was already built into.
But you still have Kenny King and you still have Williams, too, on the defense.
Is this the first week that they're not playing?
I'm not sure.
All right, let's run through first touchdowns real quick. So the 2 for Green Bay that I thought that you almost had to go with if Green Bay is going to score first was Aaron Jones at 6.5 to 1 and Bob Tonyan at 14 to 1.
I have the exact same thing.
Oh, okay, all right, and then I'll let you guys pick the Cardinals, the 2 guys for the Cards.
I'll take Rondale Moore.
My third one on Green Bay was Rodgers, but my first 2 were Tonyan and Jones. So yeah, go ahead, Spread. Sorry,
I was gonna say I'll take Rondale Moore for the first Cardinal, and I'll let you pick the rest or the last.
Well, let's get a unanimous here. I either have Connor or Ertz for mine. What do you guys prefer of the 2?
Ertz.
Jones plus 650.
Well, maybe we do want a running back against that Green Bay defense.
I think Connor's got like 6 touchdowns. But
yeah, he does. Maybe Connor would be better there.
What was Moore spread? What are the odds that you see on Moore?
I got 16 to 1, so you probably have even better.
All right, let me see
What's up,
let me see if I could beat that.
What's up, Eric? What's up, Tyler?
Boys in the chat,
Chris, Big and Beastly.
If you have better numbers than 6.5 to 1 on Jones, 14 to 1 on Tonyan, and 16 to 1 on Moore, let me know. Uh, 18 to 1 on Bet365. All right. So we got that. We'll take that.
And then what? So we're going Connor spread, or are we going Ertz?
I say we go Connor. I changed my mind because we want to attack that Green Bay run defense, right?
I like Connor and Ertz equally, so whatever.
I think Connor, the more
let you get the tiebreaker there.
Yeah.
What about what do we think about just throwing it out there? Kyler Murray at 10 to 1, no? Or
I was thinking that too. He's so fast, but
he doesn't run the ball anymore.
He doesn't run when he's hurt, that's for sure. Is he banged up?
He's run for like 31 yards in the last 3 weeks. That's the only reason I wasn't on him.
So do you guys want to go with Connor?
I would say Connor.
yeah, I like Connor.
All right.
I mean, Kyler's a good pick. I mean, we could pick a ton of people, but
Yeah, I think you're throwing darts, man. You're always, although I do think on Green Bay, because of the injuries, I kind of feel like if it's not one of these 2 guys, it's going to be Randall Cobb because of Favre's relationship with Cobb. I'm pretty sure he'll look for him in the red zone, but I feel pretty good about Jones and Tonyan. The only play I thought about making, like pre-game, was the Tonyan anytime touchdown at plus 225 because I think he's going to get work tonight for sure.
well, here
Tyler likes Mercedes.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go. No, go.
I was just going to say before the game kicks off, the couple I took was Ertz over 35.5 and Kyler Murray under 31 running.
Anybody you want me to throw on the bottom?
I mean, Kyler Murray does not want to run. It is clear. But in a tight game.
It could be coached too, Twatty.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, they could be telling him stop.
I'm 100% sure.
Because if you go out, this season's over.
Well,
right?
I'll take Ertz over 35.5.
Rondale Moore's 22 to 1 at DK.
Nice.
So we'll go with 22 to 1.
Yeah. You guys always have a little more generous numbers. But hey, at 16 to 1, I'm fine getting involved there.
All right. So, Twatty, do you want to go with Murray under rushing yards?
No, we'll do Ertz at over 35.
Hurts over 35 and a half.
Shit, I don't know what I forget what I got it at. It might have been, I don't know, shit.
Look real quick.
I think it was like 115 or something.
So I'm not going to have a pregame play. I'll find something live.
I think Hurts is going to be nice on this offense.
So I don't normally like tout what this group does anywhere near enough, and I don't really sell us ever. But if you want to become a member of Run Pure Bets, you could use the promo code BETS25 off to get 25% off your first week or month. Just so you guys know, we're up 26 units in the month of October, and the new year started 90 days ago on August 1st, and we are up 59.5 units in 90 days going into tonight. Joey is up 29 units the last 90 days. Tyler's up 20 units the last 90 days. I'm up 16 units the last 90 days. Spread is off to a phenomenal start in the NBA. He's already up 7 units in the month of October, and he is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He is 12 of his last 15 in the association to start the year. So it's only $60 a month. If you use the promo code, that's 25 off. It'll cost you $45 for your first month. And everybody here absolutely has been destroying. Just destroying. I went 5-0 last week in the NFL, 18-4 the last 3 weeks, 39-18 overall in the NFL so far. We got UFC 267 this weekend. Spread will be rolling out winners all weekend in the NBA. Tyler's been crushing NFL player props, and Joey's got the World Series going, and JJ's been hot in the NFL. So it's a no-brainer for $60 a month compared to what's out there. And that's all I'll say about that.
I forgot I did Aaron Jones under 113.
Under 113 rushing yards?
No, total.
Total what? Rushing and receiving?
Yeah. Surprisingly enough, he's only hit it once, and it was 115. And I think Arizona's going to key on him.
Yeah, I mean, if it goes to the game script, the Arizona gets ahead, right? That should drop his usage down a bit.
I would just have Isaiah Simmons just shadowing him.
Yeah, isn't he built for that, right? I mean, isn't that why Simmons was so hyped coming into the league?
Yeah, I mean, that guy seems like he can guard the wide receivers. He's that athletic.
Sign Collectibles got a quick tennis question. You know, me and some of the guys that I chat with, we've thought that Raducanu was going to be completely overvalued this week, and she keeps beating us. But if you do play that, I do like that. Costa definitely has the tools to stay with her. And honestly, if you would have asked me before the U.S. Open, I would have said that she's actually a better prospect. Obviously, Raducanu's done a lot over the last month to change that perception. But I think you got a good play there on Costa plus 4.5.
How about Aaron Jones got the ball all 4 times? 4 yards. Yeah. Let's go.
I think that him to get 2 touchdowns tonight at like plus 450 was an interesting look considering who they got.
I love this Arizona defense.
So, Twatty, who do you have right now in your power rankings as the number one team in football?
Well, I don't do the power rankings like you, so it's tough to say. I just kind of have to go off memory each week. I don't know. Shit. Buffalo? I don't know. What do you think about Buffalo?
Even though they have 2 losses, you think Buffalo?
Their defense is just coming up. That's the thing we were worried about coming into the year. Off last year, I mean, their defense really struggled. 2 years ago, their defense was great. Last year, they struggled, and they're back. So, and obviously, their offense is incredible. You pick up Emmanuel Sanders with Beasley and Stephon Diggs. I mean, they're tough.
Yeah, I mean, I have them second, so I don't.
Who do you have first?
Tampa right now.
Yeah, I do too.
I could be with Tampa.
Yeah, because their margin of victory is so high. If you do anything that's based that way, you know, I mean, Tampa comes out ahead. But Twatty, back to your point on Emmanuel Sanders, you know, around here, the 49ers not doing well. So, you know, a lot of friends and a lot of people, you know, I like to listen to the local radio, and they're really upset about losing to Forrest Buckner. But I think Emmanuel Sanders off that Super Bowl team has been a big loss too, because if you watch that run, he was really big for Jimmy there on those third downs, 3rd and 6, the 3rd and 7s. Mm-hmm. Now he's doing the same thing for Josh Allen, and I'm thinking, hey, he might be in another Super Bowl and not get the credit again.
Right now, Buffalo's the only team in the AFC that's even in my top 5 on my PR. The other 4 teams are all in the NFC. Tampa, the Cardinals, the Rams, and Dallas.
I have to admit, Dallas has got good quick. I mean, remember last year in the middle of the year, we're like, this team is terrible. Like, they were like one of the worst teams in football. In less than a year, now they're a top 5 team.
Yeah, I have them 5th. I got the Rams 4th. I got the Cardinals 3rd. I got Buffalo 2nd. And I got Tampa 1st right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then
you add Micah Parsons to that team, and Diggs playing the way he is on that defense, and their offense is nasty. They're just.
I mean, when was the last time they missed on a draft pick? Right? I mean, they're just drafting incredibly. I mean, I guess you could say Jalen Smith, but he gave him 3 good years before he got cut. You know,
he was really good for a minute there.
From like 6th to 10th in my power ratings, 4 out of the 5 are in the AFC. Mm-hmm. And from 1st to 5th, 4 out of the 5 are in the NFC. After that, I would have to check exactly what I have, but I know that the 5 teams from like 6 to 10 are Tennessee, Baltimore, the Chargers, Cincinnati, Green Bay. They're in some kind of order.
What did you make of that the Baltimore loss to Cincinnati? I'm done doubting them. I still can't believe that they're that good this fast.
Oh, I think Cincinnati, in my opinion, Cincinnati's an offensive line away from making major noise in the AFC. Yeah. They are. First of all, they got a defense that's playing in the top 5 in most analytic markers on PFF and Football Outsiders. Their weapons are incredible. They have a legitimate bona fide franchise quarterback. The only thing they're missing is an offensive line. If they draft well and pick up offensive linemen next year, I think they're going to be a major player in the AFC for the next decade.
Could have used that football right there.
Ken, what time is the UFC show Saturday? Prelims start at 10:30 in the morning. Yeah, man. I'm still debating on if I'm even going to do a show. It's the best card of the last 6 months, which is the only reason why I'm leaning towards I'm going to do a show. But 10:30 in the fucking morning, man. I don't know. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I thought this week was really tough for NFL picks, and maybe it's just I'm spending more time on NBA, right? That the quote unquote edges didn't jump out to me, but I thought a lot of these lines were really tight. A game I'd love to hear your opinion on is Titans Colts, though, because I like the Titans, but a lot of smart people I know like Colts.
I think it's the toughest game on the board.
Okay.
This week, I think there are two schools of thought. Some people are going to say this is a letdown spot for Tennessee coming off back-to-back wins against the Bills and the Chiefs as more than an underdog in both games. Tennessee is definitely a better nail than a hammer. They play up to the level of their competition way better than they play down to the level of their competition. And then the other school of thought is, well, yeah, but the Colts are the only team in the AFC South that can catch them, and it's a division game. So they're going to be up for this game. And where I landed on it was Run Pure Bet subscribers already have the Titans to win the AFC South at -110. That was one of the 8 NFL futures I gave out in the preseason. So we already have a stake in this game. We're already on this game, basically. Because if Tennessee wins this game, they are in the fucking driver's seat to cruise for the rest of the year and win this division. So I'm not going to bet the game. I have a slight lean towards Tennessee, but I understand people that think they're going to take the Colts. The problem with the Colts is they're so incredibly inconsistent because Carson Wentz is so incredibly inconsistent. He might play 1 week really well, maybe 2 weeks in a row where he plays really well, but I still think he blows. And I will always rest on the fact that it all comes back to he's looked terrible for almost 3 years now, and he'll regress towards that rather than play well 3 or 4 weeks in a row. So slight lean to the Titans, but Run Pure subscribers, we already have a stake in this game to win this AFC South bet on the Titans. So slight lean to Tennessee, but my money won't be on it because technically my money's already on.
Yeah, I think that's a great angle to take. And then, like when you're talking about Wentz, I think a majority of quarterbacks would look good behind that offensive line, right? A lot of times when quarterbacks look bad, when they're not elite, it's because their lines aren't popping for them, right? You know. The difference between even Garoppolo the last couple of years and his recent performance, his line. I watched it with Derek Carr. When he didn't get blocking, he didn't look good at all. Now everyone's, he's getting blocking again. Everyone's wanting to put him back in the top 12, I would guess. I haven't heard any higher than that. But
Sign Collectibles says Titans +2 teaser spot. I kind of agree with that. I think they'll be competitive even if they lose. So to think that they're going to lose by more than 8, I have a hard time seeing that happening. So I don't mind the Titans in the teaser spot much at all. Twatty, what do you think about he didn't come down with it. What do you think about the Titans Colts game? The line movement in that game has been bonkers.
Yeah, I didn't bet the game. Matter of fact, I only bet one NFL game. I couldn't find any value anywhere on the whole board, but I think I'd have the Titans in that game. I'm not a huge Frank Wright fan, to be perfectly honest. I think he blows 1 or 2 calls each game that cost him. And I just think right now the Titans offensively, what are you going to do? Are you going to load the box, and try to stop Henry? And now A.J. Brown and Julio are playing better, or you try to guard them and Derrick Henry just kills you. So offensively, they're clicking, playing a little bit better defense. I mean, last year they were historically bad. But, I like where the Titans are going.
The thing about that teaser There's no other Wongs to match it with.
Yeah,
are they the literally the only team on the board right now that's one and a half
go through 7-3? Yeah,
that's Wongable.
Yeah.
Wow.
I took Chargers -4.5 over New England. Is the only game I bet.
I gave out 7 NFL futures at the beginning of the year to our subs, and we are in the fucking driver's seat on 6 out of 7.
That's cool.
Yeah, man. You might as well pay me already for CeeDee Lamb over 1,050 yards. The Dolphins under 9 wins at +125. We got Tennessee to win the AFC South. We look good. Patriots season win total under 9.5, and they don't make the playoffs. We look good. Washington is the only to win the NFC East. And plus I have the Saints that don't make the playoffs. I don't care if they're 4-2. I don't think they're making the playoffs. I think Washington to win the NFC East at +280 is the only thing we're going to end up losing by the end of the year.
And I don't think that was that bad of a pick. They've just underachieved. I mean, you had to figure their defense. If their defense played like they played last year and Fitzmagic doesn't get hurt, I mean, they're right there. But I don't know what the hell that happened to their defense.
And hopefully in about a week and a half from now, we're going to pick up 8 units in NASCAR futures. We're looking good. Spread, are you keeping your eye on anything live in the NBA for us?
Yeah, that's what I was looking at right now. Knicks are up on the Bills. That's a little interesting. Jazz are blowing out the Rockets. Probably won't get involved in that one at all.
Have you been arguing
my first basketball bet spread of the year? Fournier over the 2.5 threes. My first basketball bet.
Oh, there you go.
Have you been arbing this year, Spread?
No, all I've been doing is kind of like we did on last Thursday, just grabbing the extra points. So it's been working out well, though.
A lot of I haven't arbed one game yet because I'm so dick deep in the NFL, NASCAR, and the UFC. But a lot of our subscribers have been doing really well, getting plus money on both sides of these games.
Yeah,
They've also been doing really well tailing you, bro. You're off to a hot start. You love to see it. Yeah,
it's been enjoyable. I had a couple nice ones that went my way. They could have gone either way, but a lot of them I felt really good about where they were solid reads, like where I give a game out and, it's it doesn't come down to the last 2 minutes. So that's my ideal, right? When I'm picking these games, especially if I'm only picking 1 or 2 against 10.
It's got to feel good for you to finally, after last year. First of all, what you in profit is ridiculous. It's got to feel good to finally get on the right foot. You know what I mean? After last year.
Yeah, I mean, it was tough for our first year, being open as Run Pure Bets, right? And then we're all dealing with all these unknowns, right? That we've all our experience from the last 10 years didn't necessarily play, right? So it's like a guy that's brand new to this was almost, just as good. Where now, okay, never mind. This is what I'm used to. We start in the middle of October. This is our training camp.
Right.
Back to my routine. Everybody's in the stand. We're not trying to figure out what home court advantage is worth. We can go back to what we've known it's worth year after year, right? So, it definitely was a tough adjustment. I feel like it made me a better capper, but it was definitely a journey.
But once you saw the second half of the year when you were when you had some data, I mean, you made up 20 units in fucking 2 months.
Yeah, like once I had figured it out and adjusted everything and got like the real deal, just like before we were able to excel,
Right.
but we were really venturing into unknowns there at the beginning of that season last year, starting on Christmas. The year hadn't ended until September. There was nobody in the stands and at in the bubble, right? They were playing in the gym like that they were used to. So now they're playing in these empty arenas. It was just really a weird year overall.
God.
Is that
Yeah, there's a flag. Hold all tickets. There's a flag.
because when I saw the guy racing down the sideline, I thought it was Rondale Moore, right? Because when you pick him, you're thinking the big play is where you're going to catch that.
That's the difference between a really good receiver and a bad DB. I mean, the receiver just saw the ball and adjusted to it. The DB was absolutely clueless as to where that ball was.
Well,
they're going to call face mask on Hopkins.
Yeah,
it must be on Hopkins because he's not happy.
Well, that means we're still like a 10, right?
I mean, that's kind of tough to argue, right? He had a hold of his face mask.
I mean,
this feels like much more.
Could have just let it go.
This feels like much more of like your ordinary year in the NBA spread to start.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we've had our normal training camp. The only difference was it was shortened, but that might have even worked in my favor because the momentum never stopped rolling. Right, we ended the season. We did the draft. We did the free agency show. I had about 3 weeks off, and then, I was diving right into those NBA previews. So, yeah, definitely enjoying much more.
How you feeling about my New York Knickerbockers to start the year?
I love them. I love that team. I love the excitement of the fans. I want them to win just so I can see those videos of everyone outside Madison Square Garden going absolutely nuts.
You see Fat Joe rapping in the streets.
Yeah.
I mean, that Joe is a legend in New York City.
Can you imagine if they ever won a championship when you look at what's going on outside the Garden after like 5 games? I mean, bro, they will bring New York City to a halt if the Knicks
I got to see that. I want to see that. Because on the football in New York, right, the Giants and Jets are pretty evenly divided, right? There's probably more Giants fans, but it's not like, Knicks and Nets. There's like 99% to 1%, right?
Yeah, you know what? The Giant fans, like I would say 85% of Manhattan are Giant fans. But when you're talking about all like Staten Island and upstate New York, that like Long Island, there's a lot more Jets fans out there than there are Giant fans. But yeah, definitely in Manhattan, it's overwhelming Giant fans for sure.
Hey, chat, what's going on in the Chanticleers game? Someone give me an update.
The Chanticleers game. What is this, college basketball season?
Dexter, if you're asking why Chase Edmonds doesn't score, it's because Connor's the red zone back, right? He's been getting most of the goal line carries.
Where's Murray? Sign collectible, I assume Troy is 7. Oh, yeah, Ron, I'm addicted to Harry Mack.
What is that?
You're not on
Mack is a freestyle rapper.
Oh, okay.
Twatty, you're not on Coastal?
I took Troy under 17.5.
It's coming down right now in Carolina.
Yep. Supposed to have some wind, some rain.
Who do you like in college football this week?
I got 1, 2, 3. I got about 3 picks. Now Murray running the ball, huh? Yeah, he got like 4 yards. Same old suspects that I always play. Michigan State under 51. Cincinnati to cover 26. And Penn State plus 18.5. All big games too. Well,
I threw one college football play on the spreadsheet last week. for the first time in over a month, and it was Ohio State's first half.
Not Rondell Moore.
Is it?
No, Chase Edmonds.
Oh, come on, Twatty, don't do that to me.
You do that to me all the time. You deserved it.
22-1, we got more. Edmonds, yeah. Oh, well.
Well, I was wrong there. Who put that in the chat? My apologies, Dexter.
Fuck, that's about 3 weeks in a row we haven't hit that. I don't think we've hit it since like a 10-1 or something. It was even more.
I hit one a week and a half ago, but it was only 8-1.
Oh, Troy touchdown? Are you kidding me? I'm fucking.
We lost a unit. That's not a big deal. Troy touchdown, signed collectible says.
That sucks. They're not a good offense. The Chanticleers have a good defense. It's windy and raining, and of course they're going to go over their team total. I actually would have been on the Chanticleers team total under, but I might have. It looks like I would have missed that one too.
Who wins the national championship right now?
Oh, God. Georgia barely beats Ohio State, I guess.
That's what I want to hear.
21-20, 24-21.
That's what I want to hear at 8-1, Twatty.
Ohio State's on fire right now.
Yeah, I mean, we had them big last week.
The one game that's astonishing me is Penn State getting 18.5 points against Ohio State. I mean, Penn State's been dominant all year except the 2 games since Sean Clifford's hurt. I mean, so Clifford's hurt. I mean, you're not going to be as good on offense. They've struggled. He's going to be back 100%, they say. So 18.5 is an overreaction. I mean, if Clifford plays those 2 games, the line's probably 10.5. Worst case, 13.5.
Clifford playing this week?
Yeah.
But he's banged up though, right?
What I just read before we came on is he was 100%. Now James Franklin is known to blow smoke up your ass and say that he's 100%.
Didn't James Franklin think he was playing Illinois in a press conference 3 days ago? He didn't even he didn't even realize he was playing Ohio State this week, bro.
I missed that.
Yeah,
I hate James Franklin so bad.
He's talking about not looking forward to Ohio State. First, they got to get past Illinois. 3 days ago in a press conference.
Oh my God. Jesus.
You
He
think
really
Ohio,
said that.
I swear to God.
How did I miss that? Shit.
You think Ohio State covers that number?
I think Penn State covers it. Penn State's defense is nasty. So you're going to give me a good defense and 18.5 points? Take that.
Were you surprised that Cincinnati didn't cover that big number last week? Because
that's the way Fickle is. It annoys the shit out of me, and he better put it on him this week, or he's going to have no chance at the national title. And they completely took their foot off the gas in the second half and let them back in the game. He needs to understand if he doesn't win big, they have zero chance. So I'm taking him this week to cover 26.
Yeah, I was gonna lay it last week, but Gavin kept me off of it. Thankfully, I ended up going with Ohio State instead.
Normally, I have something on Pitt, and I just can't find an angle with Pitt. Pitt in Florida or Miami. Derek King's out for Miami. The number's 9. I would like to say Pitt covers that.
Oh, I think Tyler's got a Pitt spreadsheet. Not the spread, but something else.
Yeah, he's probably on the pit team total. 39, 25. Yeah, it's probably pit team total around 34, 35, something like that.
Yeah, 18.5 points seems like a lot to lay against Penn State. But I'll tell you what, man, CJ Stroud over the last couple weeks looks like he's hit a new gear. It would not shock me if they blew the doors off Penn State.
I read my boy's mind. There it is. Pit team total 34.5. You shouldn't have told anyone that, Tyler. That's why they pay you. Actually, I kind of gave it away because I figured that's what it was. And you're under that key number of 35. It's a good play. Fucking Aaron Jones getting the ball again.
Yeah, I mean, who else?
He may have 10 touches already. Potter, yeah. I mean, sometimes you watch them, they look great. Sometimes they look like shit. But when Clifford's not in, they look bad. But when he's in, they play pretty well. That's just my opinion on it. The two games that they lost or almost lost is when he was hurt. Dylan's a beast.
He is a beast. He's got thighs, bro, bigger than me. That's hard to do. I got the 2 winning plays on Chimaev on the spreadsheet. I'm very confident in that. Who do you like on this UFC card, Twatty? It's fucking stacked, bro.
I haven't really broke it down. What's like the main and the co?
I mean, it's probably 10.
Oh, really? Here, I'll pull up the card. Let me pull up the card.
10, like,
what number is it?
267. The card's incredible, and it's free, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah, it's 10:30 in the morning in Abu Dhabi. So the prelims will be on ESPN. The main card will be on ABC. 10 premier fights.
Oh, Blachowicz is the fucking man. He's fighting. He's one of my favorite fighters. He's so unorthodox. Oh, man. Islam against Hooker?
Yeah, Dan Hooker's plus 500.
How about that?
Sandhagen,
Yan. Wow, that is a good card.
Just go down the card. It's every fight.
What was Amir's fighting? He's been on a losing streak, hasn't he? Volkan.
I have to check.
I think maybe 2 in a row or 2 of 3 or something.
I know he lost his last fight, I think, against Yuri.
Islam is that good that he could be a minus 650 against Hooker. I know Hooker's not. I don't think Hooker is, elite, but he's damn good.
No, Islam, if you go and look at the people that he's fought, if you look at the people that Makhachev has fought, they're all bums, every one of them. But I think it's part hype and part game script, how you think the fight's going to play out and the pros and strength of each fighter. And I understand why he's a substantial favorite. He should win. But man, I was tempted to take a shot at plus a nickel. I did.
Yeah.
I haven't, but I was tempted.
At plus
I just
500, you almost have to do something.
I just don't think that Dan Hooker's going to get the fight that he wants, and he's going to be on his back for a lot of it.
Well, yeah, no doubt about that. Aaron Rodgers has 23 yards passing. Jesus.
Mikey, that's a great double there. Polo to score 10 points and Spurs to win.
Wow, 420, that is.
I think that Jan Sandhagen fight is much closer than I originally thought. Initially, I was going to lay minus 220 on Jan, but like I've dug in. I spent probably 24 of the last 35 hours looking into this card. I think it's a lot closer than I initially thought. I'm going to lean Jan, but I think it's a lot closer than I initially thought it was going to be. Volkov to Bora. You got Chimaev against the Leech. Magomed Ankalaev against Oostemir. That's a phenomenal fight. Amanda Ribas against Vernie Janjidova. I love Ribas there, especially after I rewatched that Dern Janjidova fight.
Kegger, don't you think that Jan is a little short? He should be 400, shouldn't he?
Who are you talking about?
Jan.
Which? Yep.
Blachowicz.
Piotr Jan or Jan Blachowicz?
Blachowicz. Do you think that's right?
I think that there's been no fighter over the last 36 months that's fucked me more than Glover Teixeira. So I'm so apprehensive to fade him. If you're asking me who do I think is going to win, I'm saying, don't
you think Jan is short? Don't you think he should be like minus 400?
No, not.
No?
I mean, if you take a look at what Glover Teixeira has done the last couple of years, it's impressive, man. He beats everybody he's not supposed to beat. I think if my daughter's life depended on it, I had to pick a winner. I think it's Blachowicz. That being said,
just to pick a winner.
Yeah, like I'm so scared. I'm so scared to fade Glover Teixeira because he fucks me all the time. Like all the time.
What is a Jawan Winfrey? First career reception.
All these fights are so like the second fight on the card is Magomed Mustafayev against Amir Uzmagulov. I mean, that is a great fight. It's the second fight of a 14-fight card.
So what? That's going to be like? What is it going to go from like 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. or there?
It's going to go from like 10:30 a.m. until about 5:30 p.m.
Oh, why? Where is it? Like across the world or something?
Yeah, it's in Abu Dhabi on Fight Island.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They picked a hell of a card to make free and put on a Saturday afternoon on national television. I'll tell you that. I feel pretty good about the fact that I got two winners on the spreadsheet for this card already. I'll probably add one more. And then we got Saturday NASCAR. I told Gavin, like, first of all, the last 2 weeks have started at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I think. Or one was 4 o'clock in the afternoon. One was 1 o'clock in the afternoon. This one's at 10:30. I don't wake up until 3:30 in the afternoon. So, like, I've been debating on whether or not I even want to do this show, but I know I'm going to be up to watch the fights and bet on them, obviously, because it's my job. But I don't know. I
jump
guess
on and like just have the attitude that you don't have to be entertaining.
Yeah, maybe I'll just do it for subscribers only, so I could be like half asleep. Now, Gavin's had like he has a job, and he's a fucking lunatic that's up at 6 o'clock in the morning. So he'll be up, obviously, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, while I'm still picking the shit out of my eye. But I mean, yeah, I'll probably be on, but it's definitely only going to be a subscriber-only show, definitely.
Here comes the hard count.
It's probably going to be a subscriber-only show. And then Sunday, I'll be live like normal. We only have 2 more NASCAR weeks. Twatty, 140 units made this year in NASCAR 2 weeks ago. What do you think about that spread? All right, good talk.
All right, defense, let's go. I'm not sure if I'm the only one on Arizona or not.
I haven't made a bet yet, so.
See, in the olden days, they just kick a field goal. I mean, it's a half a yard. He's going to try to draw him off, I'm sure. Which he's trying to do. Yeah, huh? Good try, Aaron. Kick your field goal. Or maybe they'll come out after the end of the quarter. That sounds interesting, Viral. I'd be interested in that.
Gavin wants me to start a syndicate for NASCAR betting. Like a $50,000 basically mutual fund syndicate to bet on what I bet on NASCAR to make money.
No pressure or anything.
I mean, if we started a syndicate this year with 50K and we're up 140 units going into the last 2 weeks, you're talking about $1 million we would have made.
Hey, Twatty, have you been watching any World Series?
Yeah.
What do you think of it so far? If you had to pick a winner now,
I just can't believe.
Odds, just pick a winner. Who do you think would win?
I just can't believe that the Astros got there with that pitching. I'd say the Braves.
Okay.
What is it?
The Astros still have a better lineup than the Braves, but not by much.
There's my guy, Kush.
What's up, Kush?
Hey, Holden, how you doing?
Boys, what's up?
What's up, Kush?
Nothing. I want to thank Fox Sports for actually making 4K products and sports. It's fucking stupid that not every broadcast is in 4K at this point.
It was mine, Corey.
It's like we live in a third world country at this point, and I don't like it. This game's interesting, isn't it? AJ Dillon's getting some work out there. The receivers suck.
Shout out to my guy Gavin, who has a new VSiN podcast.
He does too?
He does too.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I meant shout out to my guy Holden Kushner.
I was like, holy shit, awesome, Gavin.
No, I'm getting the fucking decent podcast before Gavin. All right, bro.
I want the Pittsburgh one. There's only certain metros.
I put enough years into this to get a decent podcast.
We're gonna try to get you one. Just relax.
So shout out to my guy Holden Kushner, who's got a new decent podcast.
Let him get that.
The Denver City Cast.
I'm the Denver decent.
Which I'll be on tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, talking the NFL slate with my guy Holden. Now, it's not live. I'm not sure when it's going to be available. He'll be able to tell us that. Okay, it'll be available on Saturday.
Yeah, and hey guys, like we all love each other here. Maybe a couple of you can't stand, but if you just get a minute to subscribe, it would mean a lot. It's called the Denver City Cast. Denver City Cast. Take 30 seconds, subscribe to it. It'd mean a lot to me. Appreciate it. Thanks,
which in my podcast categories on my player, which should I put in? Gambling, football? Is it every sport or is it just football?
Every Denver sport, but mostly right now just football and basketball.
If you want to
gambling, then
if you want to go, all you got to do is follow Kushner on @HoldenRadio on Twitter, and I'm sure if you go to his Twitter account @HoldenRadio, there will be a link to the podcast which you'll be able to subscribe to.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Hey, Code Denver Stoner. Yes, I know. Spread.
All right, I'm following it for you.
Thank you, Spread. Spread, I asked you, though, I said, listen, man, I need help a little bit on the NBA handicapper. I'm not good at it right now.
Well, I mean, I heard you're crushing the NFL. They were all giving you props on the NBA Hardwood show yesterday and said that, you're not just a host in the NFL. You've been giving out winners on Sunday morning.
NFL's my sport, man. Kegs like that, you get 20 yards. It's just, I don't think there's as many NFL guys at the DFS side as there are basketball guys.
So is this live or is this a podcast?
No, I just tape.
Not live. I didn't say that right. Is it televised or is it a podcast?
I do have to do it on video, but it's not on. They're not like releasing it yet.
So it's just audio.
For now, yeah.
Okay.
I love how everyone's talking about your show and Gavin's still breaking down the card.
So like when we tape this tomorrow, can I be in my underwear? Like, is it audio only?
As long as you got a shirt on.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I do most of my shit in underwear.
Spread a stare. Are you shipping fucking NBA DFS slates?
Yeah, I had a good week last week.
I'm watching fucking Spread on the NBA rundown. And all of a sudden, he's like, I got to, my doorbell's ringing. I got to get my check from DraftKings. And I'm like, wait a minute. What?
Yeah, I hit two. Travis helped me make one on Tuesday that shipped. And then
Really?
AP helped me make one on Friday that shipped.
So how much did you win if you can't say?
6,500.
Wait a minute. You shipped like first place and
no, not first place. So I got 2K on that one. On the 2K one, I think I got 20th to win 2K. And then the other one I was in a smaller contest.
Do I even want to know why it's not going right into your DraftKings account? And you're getting checks sent to you? Like, what's going on?
1980.
So it was weird. I tried to withdraw like from PayPal, and then they were like, well, you didn't deposit through PayPal, so you can't do it. So I was like, okay, well, can I just deposit and then withdraw? And then they're like, no. It like kept rejecting. I think it's because I put Greg on my DraftKings account when I made it all quickly, and then my PayPal account says Gregory. So I was just like, just send me the check.
I sent Tyler a message, and I'm like, I'm watching spread on the NBA rundown. Is spread shipping fucking DFS contests?
Yeah.
Like, I was
I
like,
don't go
what?
first though. Just a couple of nice cashes. Those guys help me. When they give you like the good four and all the four go fire, you only got to pick three ones now.
You know what I say to that spread? Salute. Good for you.
Yeah, thank you. It's been fun.
So, Kush, what bets do you have in this game?
Edmonds over 36.5 rush yards. Kyler under like 24.5 or 23.5 rush yards. It might be 23.5. And so under on his rush yards. Then whoever put the Dillon touchdown, I put that up there. And just a half unit on Aaron Jones, over 56.5.
All right. I haven't made a bet yet in this game.
No, you're not missing anything. It's a good game, though.
Yeah, when we talked about on picking winners yesterday, my strategy was hopefully Green Bay scores first so we can get on Arizona, but they didn't score first. So I still haven't gotten on anything yet. Right now, the rushing yards for Jones, he has 14. His live number is 48. Dillon has 37. His live number is 63. How many carries do they have?
I gave out that right as the game started, that under 112. Maybe the guys got that on there.
6 for Dillon and 4 for Jones.
Is it weird that A.J. Dillon has more carries right now than Aaron Jones?
I think they're going to use Jones more as a receiver, and they're going to run him more later, but I want to go look at his reception.
I was just going to say that. Are they using Jones more as a wideout? He's got 16. His live number is 50.5.
Attainable, but I don't want that.
His receptions are 2, and his live number is 5.5, but the over's minus 150.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Dillon and Jones are going to split the rest of the game. It's almost like they're taking a series each. So, I mean, they're both good. Why wouldn't you switch it up?
Yeah, and you're not really gonna use Dillon as a receiver, right?
Not at all.
Right. Yeah, so Twatty, right now the total for Jones is 103.5. So
right.
you're under the number right now.
10 yards to the good.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray under 288.5 is minus 115.
How many does he have? Like 80?
4 for 5 for 73.
I got his under 31 yards too.
Oh,
he only has maybe like 10. I think.
When did you get his rushing at 30?
Just a little bit ago.
He only has 4.
Yeah, in game. I took his under. Last 2 weeks I've taken his under. He's just not running.
Oh, he only has 4 kegger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
His live number right now, Twatty's like 28.5.
Well, I'm barely above or winning that.
Yeah, I'm trying to find an angle for the people, but I haven't found it yet.
The closer the game is, I think the better chance he gets the prop. That's bad pass. Jesus.
I'll tell you what, bro, the more I watch this game, the more I want to take the 6 points with Green Bay.
Well, obviously, the deeper it gets, definitely. It can't still be 6, right?
Yeah.
Why would it be? Why would it start at 6 and a quarter goes by and it's still 6?
Well,
you're right. The value's definitely with you there.
It was 6.5 at close.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. I mean, a whole quarter went by and you're still at the same number.
I'll tell you what, bro. This defensive line's doing a really good job of stopping Murray from running.
Tiger,
Yeah, but
what would you put Denver at Dallas next week? What number? Any of you guys, what number did you put Denver at Dallas?
I can tell you the number that I would put.
Number is
9 would be me, real quick off the top of my head.
9. Okay.
Well, all right. Looking at my power ratings, not counting for the game that they're about to play. If I was going to set the line today, I would have it. Where's the game?
Dallas.
I would have it at 7.5 on a neutral, 9.5.
Okay. So right now, I just got them at -7 for next week. Now, the only way that doesn't catch is if Dak ends up getting hurt or has a setback, which is possible.
Right.
Okay, so you took Dallas right now.
You're -7.
Yeah, I mean, I would have that game at 9.5 right now.
Yeah, that's what I thought you guys would say.
I would take it up to 9.5. Obviously, 10 being a key number, but I'd probably be on Dallas at 9.5. Definitely anything less.
Okay.
What's the atmosphere there towards the quarterbacks, Holden?
Dude, I think people are just fed up. They're just done. They suck.
I'll tell you what, Kush. Like, I know we're going to talk about the game tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I don't know how you don't take Washington plus the field goal against Denver tomorrow or Sunday.
Yeah, I kind of like Denver minus the 2.5, but then I got it at 2.5 and 3. But now 4 on the other side. But do you really want to do that? I wouldn't want to.
It's 4. It's 4 right now. I mean, what's the total in that game? It's got to be incredibly low, right?
Probably in the low 40s.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're close to even teams based on what we've seen from Denver the last couple weeks. Like, I would have this week's game. I have Washington 4.5 points worse, and I have Denver 2 points worse. And where's the game?
Dallas.
No, Denver, Washington.
Oh, it's here. It's here in Denver.
Yeah, so 2.5, 4.5. So yeah, I would have the line at 4.5. So maybe I guess technically there's a half point worth of value on Denver, but based on what I've seen the last couple of weeks, I think I would just take the 4 with. I wouldn't bet the game at all, but if I had to, I would probably take Washington plus the 4.
Kager, here's the one that's bugging me. Neutral field, New England against San Diego. Yeah.
Yeah, on a neutral, I would have. Well, right now I have the Chargers 3 points better on a neutral. I have New England a half point worse than an average team on a neutral. So that's 4 on a neutral, the Chargers would be.
So 6. I mean, if they have New England has to drive or fly cross country. I mean, you'd have that. Wouldn't you have it at 6.5?
I would. The problem is the Chargers have like the worst home field in the league.
But it's
which
got 2. No, all right. I'm just
I
looking
have
at
it-
this game.
I have it at.
Good.
I have their basically, Twatty, everybody's home field was 5 years or a decade ago. I think home field has become, it's been worth less over the last 10 years. So I took that 3 and basically made it 2. And then the really good home fields that used to be 3.5 are probably 3 now. And the really bad home fields are probably worth 1.5. So I would say the line would be 5.5 at the Chargers. But saying that, on yesterday's show with Holden, I said, even though there's technically a tiny bit of value, my numbers say on the Patriots, I can't back them. And the only way that I would lean towards is the Chargers even though I'm kind of bucking my own PR by about a half point, I would still lean towards the Chargers.
Well, that's where I am. I just had a little bit more than that. I think they're 4 to 5 points better than New England on a neutral, and then 2 points for home field. I had that closer to like 6.5, and it's 4.
I'm about a point behind you. I'm at like 5.5. What's the current line?
4.5. So that's my play for this week. The Chargers 4.5.
Oh wow! So the line's gone down then a lot. Let me pull up my notes from when I did the show.
Read the notes.
Yeah, let me pull up my notes because when we were talking about this game, that line was bigger than that. Yeah, when we were talking about the game, the line was opened. The look ahead was 6, and when we were talking about the game, the line was 5.5. And I said, it's already gone down a half a point. It's probably going to continue to go down. And where is it at right now?
4.5.
Yeah. So now,
what's Eckler worth to that team?
What?
What's Eckler worth to the line?
Half point.
All right, there you go, pocket QB, because he could be out.
Yeah,
so a half point. Yeah. That would still put the line from 5.5 to 5. Yeah, so I think there's probably maybe a half point of value on the Chargers right now. Eckler's worth no more than a half point to the line. And that's probably kind, but they use Eckler a lot.
Yeah, that's why I think he's definitely worth a half point, where someone else may not be.
Yeah, I agree.
Because he can catch the ball, he can run. You almost have to change your offense a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, so if we give Eckler the half point, that still would have moved the line from 5.5 to 5, which means money is coming in on the Patriots. And what I said to Kush was, this team has been getting way too much love considering the results. Even though they're a losing team, there has been a ton of love in the marketplace for the Patriots. But when you take a look, they've only beat the Jets twice and the Texans once. And yes, they were in the Tampa game. Yes, they were in the Dallas game. But they've only beaten the 2 worst teams in football so far this year, the Jets and the Texans. So I think that they're getting love, the Patriots.
Well, don't you think that what's helping them also is they're coming off a 55-point game?
Yeah, right. Which means you would expect some regression because they're coming off their best performance of the year. The Chargers are coming off their worst performance of the year. They had the bye last week, but before that, they got dick stomped by the Baltimore Ravens by 30.
Yeah.
Dick stomped.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's Chargers or pass for me.
That's my only play this week.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Twatty, what's your thoughts on your team playing Cleveland?
I'll be right back, boys.
All right, they're like the toughest team to decipher, right? They look good, they look bad, they look good. Mm-hmm. I know that they snuck, out of Seattle with a win with, Geno Smith. I don't think Baker is worth much more than a point from Keenum. I would rather face a hurt Baker than a healthy Keenum.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? And so everyone's like all excited. Baker's going to be back. Well, I'll take that all day. I mean, Keenum, I said it last week on this show. He's a serviceable, good quarterback. I'm not good, above average quarterback. Good backup. I just don't see Pittsburgh being able to score really on Cleveland at all. I did see, I think Chubb's back. That's not good. I would probably, I didn't make a bet on. I guess I'd probably lean like an under or something. And I don't even know Tyler, where's that game at?
I think it's in Cleveland. I think it's Pittsburgh's +4 on the road.
Yeah, I would probably like lean under.
Fade Ben on the road, good.
Yeah. Again,
Holden, how's the feeling towards the Nuggets in Denver right now? Are people talking about them or does anyone care?
Yeah, they're all right. They're okay. I think there's like mixed expectations. Some people think that, they should be back in the conference championship again this year. And then I think a lot of other people look at it like Murray's not coming back till late. And then I'm a little concerned that Porter Jr., man, he started like shit. Have you seen him?
What?
He's coming along though, right?
He looked like shit so far. He hasn't had a good game yet.
Yeah, I guess. I haven't totally been on them. I haven't watched that many. I think that's why I haven't been live betting as much too. I feel like I'm just like gathering information at this point because I didn't watch very much preseason. And I was on them the night that Jokic got hurt, and I loved that play. I was feeling so good about it, but I kind of rage quit, when he got hurt and just was like, well, I'm going to start watching TV now because I was kind of mad because I felt like that I had made the right pick in that game, and then I knew I was going to lose.
You're going to have to be my NBA capper, dude.
Cool. Well, I'm looking forward to it. That'll be fun.
Twatty, what's going on, man? Talk to me. Where is Twatty? He took off.
It's the Holden Spread show now. So
man.
Tell me about your life. I heard you're doing great in NFL.
Yeah.
Right. You got a new show on a podcast on VSiN, right? Which is one of the top.
Basically, what it is, they give me to be the Denver guy. So kind of like how ESPN has reporters in every city.
Yeah.
I'm their Denver guy.
Well, if they need a Sacramento guy,
Yeah. Hey, listen, it's a hotbed.
Put my name in.
Definitely a hotbed for betting.
Yeah.
Why don't you move? You probably could do a whole bunch. Go to a legal state. You love being in California, don't you?
The last couple of years with all the fires, I never ever thought about leaving before. Last couple summers I have because it's like when the air gets smoky and you're just stuck in the house in August, it's just terrible.
The last 2 summers have been bad here because we get all the smoke coming from you guys.
Yeah.
And our own fires.
Yeah.
So you don't see the mountains for like 2 months a year now.
So you have the same issues as bad as us?
Oh,
so like for me, lately I've been running at a local park, right? There's a local park. It's got a nice 1.6 mile track, right? I just go over there. I do one freaking lap because I'm old and out of shape, right? But it's something, right? Get me out there.
Something.
I wouldn't even consider it during August. I would be hacking and coughing, and I'm more sensitive to than other people. Huh. But I mean, and we're like stuck inside. It's bad.
It sucked. It's during the summer here. 2 months, you just get smoke all the time.
Well, that really discourages me because then I have to get all the way to Florida to get away from the smoke, huh? I mean, you have to be on the other side of the Rockies is my point, and that's the only place I think Florida, I consider. Man. Really? I think Florida's cool. They have all the best stories in the news.
Florida, man, scares me.
Yeah, I can be that. I can hang out with those guys. Yeah, they take too long on these reviews, right? The whole chat. I mean, everyone's seen it's a fumble, right? That's my favorite thing about tennis.
God.
The review process takes like 26 seconds.
I know. It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, we got to get this going. It should just be challenge, quick video. There we go.
Why didn't he score? Because he can't advance it anyway.
The Mercedes Lewis?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. We need Dylan to get this one.
What?
With one hand, like he's Fred Biletnikoff?
Where's Tyler at? And where's Otter at?
Oh, he's
where's
out.
Where's Tyler to Crow? And where's Otter? Because Otter said, I can't get with you on that dusty Mercedes.
Still dusty.
Looks like the dusty Mercedes got a car wash there, guys.
It's not college Mercedes.
Right now. Oh, did he not get it?
No.
The second foot's not down, so you mean I did all that crowing for nothing? No, that looks like the points are on the board.
And yes, I used Fredolitnikov reference.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. They took it off Pocket QB. At least they did it quickly after I was complaining about the review time, but dang. That was the right call, though. Dang. Tyler's at work just tilting right now. That's like the worst. I'd rather have him not even get a target. You know, and just go, oh, I made the wrong pick. Maybe they go back to him. Yeah, there he is in the chat. So Otter can come back and tell me how dusty he is because he can't get 2 feet in bound. Wow.
Rodgers has 57 yards passing.
I know. This has been a defensive struggle.
I like it.
Otter, please accept my apologies.
Mercedes leaking out.
Oh wow, I got to send that one out.
It was riding them, but that was good coverage, I think.
These receivers are starting to complain more than NBA players, man. I don't know. What do you think? I think that's good. I mean,
yeah, I don't think I would have. I mean, it was close.
To me, the spirit of the rule is that if you beat me, I can't just tackle you while the ball's in the air, right? It's not that like, oh, our hands got tangled together while we.
When he first came out of the break, he kind of wrapped him up around the waist, but I think the rest of it was pretty clear or pretty okay.
Yeah, I guess the wrap could have been called, but it's just I don't know. No, Otter. Yeah, no. I mean, I do think he was a good call, and I think it's just that much more painful that he didn't do it. Yeah, so Holden, on the little show that I do with Title and Tyler, right on Monday, I was complaining, and this is what I decided to rant about was that on the Sunday night game, it seemed like a lot of Carson Wentz's big plays were just the receiver beats the Niners cornerback, then Wentz underthrows him. Then the receiver slows up, and then, you know, he gets a pass interference call. And I understand, like, oh, okay, you need to turn your head and look for the ball. But I think they got to change that to, like, just a 5-yard penalty or something and have him replay the down. For him to get all those 40-yard pickups on underthrown balls, right? I mean, it's just like you're rewarding him. Like, I'm almost like, you know, before it'd be like, oh, we need the quarterback with a big arm. Now it's like, I want the quarterback that throws like me, so I can get all these pass interferences on these underthrown balls.
I don't think they'll change it because it makes the scoring higher, and that's what their goal is.
Yeah, I know, and I know it'll never go back to the way that
I'm with you.
But, although they did change the NBA to drop the scoring, and I think it's been way better. Have you watched any NBA this year yet, Holden?
A couple Nuggets games. That was it.
Did you notice the difference in the way they're calling it?
Nope.
Okay.
What do you drink? Well, you would know better than me, though. What are you drinking there, Keg?
Peach twisted tea.
Is there alcohol in twisted tea?
5%.
It's a wine flavor.
Yeah, I'm not a big drinker, my friend.
I mix that with my vodka.
That's like there used to be this guy when I worked at UPS. He would pour those red lines into his Rockstar. Needless to say, he like had heart problems and missed like a 6-month stretch. I mean,
my chaser is more alcohol.
Yeah.
Did you hear Twatty just uses as a mixer, man? What's Swatty? What are you drinking, man?
Nothing. I've been kind of on the wagon lately a little bit.
I'm still waiting for my edibles. It's been like 2 months.
I have been fucking around with edibles. I'm not hungover in the morning after the edibles, you know?
Nope.
Although dry mouth like a motherfucker.
Yeah, you just wake up and go straight.
Jesus, dry mouth is terrible on edible.
Dump a whole smart water.
Fournet's had 2 3-pointers for an hour now. Come on.
Wow, Knicks are putting it on the Bulls.
I got to get up before 1 o'clock tomorrow. Huh?
Otter's got a good question. He said, 2 halves in a football game. How long can a depleted Green Bay defense on the road stop 4 legit weapons? Pretty good question there, Otter.
Yeah, it's a very good question. I'm surprised that Arizona's not putting it on them. I mean, I picked them -6. Clearly not on the right side.
Yeah, dude, Hopkins might not play again. He's been out since that first drive, that big catch. So that's hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
Fuck. Missed your last 3 3-pointers.
Did you make a showdown lineup, Holden?
Yeah, a few of them. Yeah.
Who's your captains?
So a little bit chalky tonight. Had Aaron Rodgers, who's obviously killing it, and Kyler Murray, who is not killing it, and one with A.J. Dillon.
Do you have plays that you like for Sunday already? I know that the NFL is probably a little more fun because, like on the NBA, we do it at 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 my time, and a lot of times, like our whole core, we've taken it out by the time injury news hits, and you're hanging out with JSU, But the NFL, right? There's less of that grabbing the value off an injury news, right? Do you have players you're targeting right now, or have you not done all your research yet?
About that, like Devontae Adams, I thought he was worth 1.5 to the line. You had him at what point, right, Keg?
Yeah, he's one of the 5 or 6 players now worth a full point to the line.
Who's the other 5? McCaffrey, he was healthy.
Yeah, McCaffrey, Aaron Donald. I have actually like a log on a spreadsheet that I could check.
Okay, I'll tell you someone, if you don't have on the sheet, you need to, and that's TJ fucking Watt.
I knew you were going right there because
he dominates a game. I mean, he gets
I took them when he didn't play, and they didn't look anywhere near the same. And Tyler told me, he's like, no, he's everything to that defense. I was like, no, they're fine.
TJ Watt is worth a point.
Yeah.
Oh, TJ Watt. Yeah, he might be on there.
He just completely took over last week against the Seahawks in overtime. They couldn't block him. Strip sacks, fumbles.
What do you guys think about the NFL slate this week?
Like I said, I only have one bet. I have that Chargers bet.
Yeah, I thought it was a tough week too.
Spread, how many bets have you placed so far in the NFL?
I took the Bills when it was at 13.5. And I took, let me look. There's so many stupid open bets.
What is Arizona doing? Green Bay's defense is doing some smoke and mirrors here. I looked up Green Bay because they're ranked 7th, I think, in total defense. I looked at who they played because I was like, no way their defense is that good. Listen to the offenses that Green Bay has faced. The Saints, the Lions, the 49ers, the Steelers, the Bengals, or the Bears, and the football team. Those are 5 of probably the 10 worst offenses.
Yeah.
So I was like, there's no way this defense is any good. Arizona should torch them. Well, guess I was wrong.
Man, Cardinals have been due for a letdown spot, too, where they lose a game.
And it's fun that we all get to hang out and watch some football on Thursday night, but these short weeks aren't the same.
No, right. Yeah, you're right, Pocket. They're doing it. That's what I'm saying. They're playing really well.
JM asked me, Keg, what's that sandwich, breakfast sandwich from Jersey? Taylor ham, egg, and cheese. Gavin says pork roll. Kill yourself, bro. Just put a bullet right in your fucking head.
Oh,
Do it
Ham,
on
egg, and
Sunday,
cheese.
though. Do it
Ham,
on
egg, and
Sunday.
cheese, I could have 10. I could eat 10 of the ham, egg, and cheese sandwiches.
Yeah, but it's Taylor ham, egg, and cheese. Twat,
Well,
not
sorry,
ham.
what's that mean?
Oh, man.
Oh, here we go.
Joey's first appearance in the chat the whole night. It's almost like the saying Candyman in the mirror, right? say Taylor Ham and Joey shows up in the chat.
Joey, why don't you fucking worry about putting those edibles in the mail, bro? Pork roll, this kid. This guy. Listen,
So what's Taylor ham? Is that just a brand name?
Taylor, do you know what pork roll is, Twatty?
I know it's from a pig.
Pork roll.
And it's what, in the shape of a roll?
Pork roll is what we call Taylor ham.
Oh.
Like North Jersey and like I don't know what you would call it, Middle Jersey, Central Jersey. In Central Jersey and North Jersey, it's called Taylor ham. South Jersey and everywhere else in the United States, it's called pork roll. It's not pork roll. It's fucking Taylor ham.
Come on, defense.
Why is Gavin and Joey the bad guys? They're not the bad guys, but everybody knows where I stand on the pork roll and Taylor ham debate, okay? I'll die on the fucking Taylor ham hill.
Holden, how'd you know that A.J. Dillon was going to have a big game?
I didn't know he's going to have a big game, but he's going to be involved because they don't have any receivers, so they're going to fucking run. And they're probably going to use Jones more in the passing game. I thought they'd use Jones a little bit more in the passing game, but
Yeah, I'm surprised. I thought the usage would be more heavy towards Jones. Dillon's getting a run.
Hold on. I'm sorry, but I have to continue the breakfast sandwich debate for a minute. Twig says bacon, egg, and cheese is better than Taylor ham, egg, and cheese, and it's not close. I used to think that for a long time, Twig. Here's the problem, and this is the reason why I switched from the bacon, egg, and cheese to the Taylor ham, egg, and cheese. If you're like me, who's on air 30 hours a week minimum, and always doing a show, if you get a bacon, egg, and cheese, right, and you don't eat it immediately, and I mean immediately, over the course of an hour or two, the bacon, which was crispy when you initially put it on the sandwich, it gets floppy and like soft and terrible. The Taylor ham, egg, and cheese is good for the long haul. That Taylor ham, egg, and cheese could be sitting next to you on your desk for 3 hours, and it's always going to be a Taylor ham, egg, and cheese. the bacon, egg, and cheese, once it gets soggy and no longer crispy, it's absolutely god awful. And that's why I had to switch. If I'm sitting down and I'm gonna eat it like right there immediately, I agree. Give me a bacon, egg, and cheese every day of the week. If you're me, who is never gonna eat it immediately because I'm a slave to you fucking animals in the chat and I'm live for 8 or 9 hours at a clip, the Taylor ham, egg, and cheese, it's sog proof, bro. It's there forever. It's always going to taste the same.
It's fucking salami. That's what it is.
Wait, I'm sorry?
Big fucking slices of salami. That's the shit.
No, that's 100%.
Big fat salami slices with nice egg on it.
That's 100% inaccurate by you.
Yeah.
Salami and Taylor ham don't even taste.
Thick salami.
Bro, you live in Denver. What do you know about food?
See, you know what, man? The food out here does suck. So that's a fine point you make.
I mean, come on. All right?
What?
You're out there in Denver.
Yeah.
I'm in the food capital of the United States.
That's the one thing I miss about the East Coast was the food.
Of course you do. I would too if I lived in Denver.
Yeah. Here they have like elk and ox and all sorts of weird shit.
David said, "Go eat a salad." I would assume the next would be "you fat fuck." I would assume that I would assume that the 3 words. Listen. You know what?
Words in his mouth.
Listen. You know what David wanted to say? He said, "Go eat a salad." After that, it would be comma, "you fat fuck." That's
the benefit of the doubt.
No. Anybody that's telling me to go eat a salad, I can't give the benefit.
See, he said it was for Holden. See?
I mean, Holden clearly doesn't need to eat a salad. The only person on the panel that needs to immediately go eat a salad is me.
I need to eat some salads. 275 pounds.
Now, hold on a second. He said it was for me. So what was the question, Keg?
It must have been something like, I don't know.
What was the one that got you on tilt a second ago?
He just said, "Go eat a salad." That was it.
Yeah, I think he's saying that I was supposed to eat the salad.
Yeah, but I don't know why. I mean, you could be a male
Salads
model.
are delicious. That's why. You know what's the best? A chopped salad with actual hard salami.
Cobb salad is my favorite.
I'm a chopped salad guy. Some hard salami, some chicken.
I'll tell you what. I'm a balsamic chicken or a Caesar salad guy.
Like salad's another one. Delicious.
I'm a huge fan of salad. I love salad. I'm telling you, bro. Looking at me, you would be amazed how much salad I actually consume.
Good for your stomach.
Salads are delicious. Caesar salad's great. Grilled chicken salad, phenomenal. Steak salad, phenomenal.
Cobb, you get the eggs. Come on.
Yeah, but I'm not a hard boiled egg guy, and you get hard boiled egg in a Cobb salad.
Huh? Yeah, that's right. I don't eat hard boiled eggs either.
Neither do I.
Wait, so they're going for it on 4th and 12? Clearly,
no. They either throw a Hail Mary or that's it.
It's the last play of the half. Yeah, so they'll go to the end zone. I'm like, what is going on here?
It's been a good game so far. I wish Aaron Jones would win one more, but hey.
It's real good unless you have the over.
You don't tell a 300-pounder to go eat a salad. Like, that's just not a nice thing to do, bro. You know what I mean? Clearly, Spread doesn't have to eat a salad. Gavin doesn't have to eat a. Even Twatty doesn't even have to eat a salad.
Hey, I'm Steve the only fucking.
Oh, who? Stevie Boynton, my guy.
Yeah, he wants to jump in. Me and him got to start talking about all his great NBA draft predictions.
Come up with a come up with a good bet here at halftime. All right, boys?
All right,
No,
Coach.
we're
I'll
almost there. We got 5 more seconds.
Keg, I'll see you tomorrow. Twatty, always good to see you. Spread, what a wonderful surprise.
Yeah, it's wonderful to see you too.
All right, catch you later, guys.
See you
All
later.
right. I mean, my guy Stevie Boynton, he's in the top. He's on the top 10 list, 100%. Is that a touchdown? Oh, a pick.
How about Simmons is back there? What a stud.
I just want to put
You guys have second half numbers up?
I just want to put it out there that nobody wished me a happy birthday this week.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Keg.
It's kind of hurtful.
Well, we don't get alerts or anything. Like, I think on Facebook or something, you get alerts when
Did Facebook really change their name to Meta, or is that just a joke?
They just really need to go away.
Maybe the chat knows.
If there wasn't a couple girls on there that I stalk, that I want to keep track of where they were, I wouldn't even fuck with Facebook.
All right, I'm seeing for the second half Packers plus 4.5, total at 25.
Tyler said I said it in the chat. What the fuck, Jay? I mean, it was 2 days ago. You know what I mean? Thank you, though, Tyler. You sound like a woman. No, you know what, Marty Riggs? No more fucking winners for you, bitch.
I don't even do anything on my birthday these days.
No hot tub appearances?
No, but do you guys like on your birthday?
I saw my daughter. That was it.
Spread, you probably go out on your birthday and stuff for that, right?
I do something. I definitely do dinner or something. Go home. I don't drink very often, so that's a good night to drink. I got that low tolerance. I know, sign. The Titans have been moving while we're on the show. They were 2 when we talked earlier. They moved all the way to 3. Unbelievable. So wait, what do you mean? Zuckerberg made his own meta.
I don't know what the definition of meta is, but if I'm Zuckerberg, I change my name because Facebook right now is not a very popular name. What's the definition of meta?
I mean, he's worth.
Well, if you have an account, log on and check.
What did it already?
I would assume metadata.
All right, Otter says he's looking at Dylan attempts, Christian Kirk, or AJ Green on yards for the second half. You have any thoughts on those, Jay?
I mean, the Dylan. Sorry to interrupt. That Dylan probably looks good depending on the number.
Yeah, I mean it's hard. I don't have the prop numbers. I only have right now. All I have is for the second half is a side total on a money line.
I'll take a look at what the live numbers are. Oh, my guy Stevie B from fucking Chi-Town. What's going on, Steve?
So,
Hey, Steve, how you been?
muted.
Boynton, you're on mute, bro. I mean, be a professional. What are we doing right now?
I was tired of Gavin just ignoring my text messages, so I saw him on the chat and just popped on. Just to ask some questions in the public.
So you basically came on here to talk to Gavin, just nothing to do with us.
No, that is untrue. But that is one. Here he goes, Gavin. Oh, hey.
Yeah.
No.
Now he wants to talk to you.
No, I actually came on to wish Keg happy birthday. You know,
That's a sharp. That's sharp.
Nice.
Steve's sharp. That was a good call.
how you guys been?
Good.
How you
I
doing?
thought that you'd be on ESPN as draft analysis by now, right? I mean, I think every guy that you touted is off to a great start, huh?
That's the plan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I haven't watched much NBA to start the season, but it seems like things are going well to start.
Yeah, I think the biggest surprise is Evan Mobley looking so bad in preseason and then just flipping the switch like Jamar Chase and just, oh, it counts now. Like, let me drop 17 and 7.
So who
Yeah,
have been the best rookies so far? The handful of best rookies.
Mobley for sure, it seems like.
Yeah, or Duarte.
Yeah, I saw Duarte was doing well.
Duarte's averaging 19 a game on 44% from three, Steve.
Spread, I told you he was ready.
Yeah, I know.
He is ready.
I can't believe the Warriors passed on him.
Yeah. Well,
Right? Can you imagine him
Oh,
in that
man.
offense?
that's what we talked about. He was the perfect fit.
Yeah.
Who did they take instead?
Moses Moody and Kuminga.
Moses. He's probably not even playing yet on that team.
I'm not sure what to make of the Cavs so far, Jake. They did this last year too, where they started off pretty good and then kind of fell back. But they've made a lot of improvements. I think Markkanen was a good pickup, and of course, Garland Sexton, a year older, has to help. I think Okoro's one of those key pieces there. He's got to continue to improve. And
Yeah, is he
maybe
shooting
they
yet?
can make play-in. What's up?
Has Okoro learned how to score besides at the basket yet?
He was starting to hit some threes towards the end of last season, and then he's been struggling with injuries to start the year. So he hasn't
Yeah,
really
because
got
he
that one.
was at the rim only in college.
Yeah. He's kind of developing a three-point shot. I mean, you can tell he's working on it, right? Because it's
Yeah.
getting better. But it was pretty bad to start. Right? I think it was under 30%, for the first 3 months of the year.
Yeah, I mean Duarte was just a slam dunk pick.
Yeah.
Good to see him off to. He was a JUCO guy 2 years ago. I mean, what an awesome story.
I'm surprised more teams don't do that too, right? Because if you get Duarte and you go, oh, well, he's only 24. It's like, cool. Then I get 5 bomb years
so
out
what?
of him,
So you get
and I don't
his
even have
prime
to sign
5
the
years.
extension.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a lot of times when you pick these 19-year-olds, they're not good till their third or fourth year.
I mean, we talked about it on the draft show.
Yeah.
Like he's going to step in, and if he starts or not, he's going to impact a winning team.
Yeah.
And it sounds like he has.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson, Pocket QB, says Duarte without Brogdon, those numbers going to race. My only concern there is he's still not really creating on his own. He's been more of a catch and shoot guy.
So in college, he ran point. So I think he can if he's asked
Oh, you
to.
think he can? Okay. Well,
So
let's
he
see
was-
how that works.
He was basically Oregon's point guard for half the season last year.
Yeah.
I
So-
sent Gavin an invite. He said he'll pop on after he eats.
What do you guys think about? Aren't the Timberwolves like 4-2? Obviously, it's early, but normally it takes the Timberwolves like a month to win 4 games, right? Is that what they are? 4-2.
Yeah, you got to give credit to Chris Finch. Karl Anthony Towns has just continued to improve. Anthony Edwards has continued to improve. I mean, the missing piece of the puzzle is D'Angelo Russell. He hasn't been playing well. If he gets things together, watch out.
Can they win 35 games?
Yeah, I think they
Can
can.
they win 4? They can't win 40 games, can they?
I think they could. Yeah.
Huh? Wow. That would be something, huh? 40 games almost gets you in, doesn't it?
It might get you into that plan.
Spread, the Knicks make the playoffs this year?
Yes.
Love that. Do we think that Tonka Bob gets 2 receptions in the second half today?
I would lean
Probably
yes,
two.
right? The weather's good. There's no reason for them to keep it on the ground. You would think that he'd keep going to him.
He's got 2 so far in the first
Yeah.
half. Ertz had
I don't know, Jake. I think there's a lot of teams that can beat him. I think Denver's can beat him. I think Phoenix could beat them. Dallas made a trade. They could beat them.
I'll tell you, I bet I like A.J. Dillon has 11 rushing attempts so far. His live number is 16 and a half, but it's off the board. I don't know what the price is going to be when they put it back on the board. If anybody has let me check a couple other books.
Aaron Jones under is looking real good, boys. Whoever got in with me on that.
I mean, if Dillon has 11 rushes already, you would think he's going to get up and over 16 and a half.
I mean, Jones only has 8 carries.
Does anybody have a live price open?
This is unbelievable. 64 yards from Rodgers, 73 from Murray.
Yeah.
Aaron Jones leads them in receiving with 18 yards.
I got 5 books up. A.J. Dillon rushing attempts is off the board on all 5 books.
I would think if the magic number be 15, I mean, if you can get 15 or lower, you got to take it.
I mean, that would be. He's had 11, and they're up going into the second half. 15.
Yeah, even 16.
Yeah, it's 16 and a half, but it's off the board. I can't get action on it. I feel like I should have taken that 6 with Green Bay when I said it. Right now, they're plus 1.5.
Might be another opportunity. Arizona starts with the ball in the second half.
Live total 42.5 right now, spread. What do you think about that?
I would say under. But I hate just getting the way worse number off pregame, you know.
So I would assume the second half number is what, 25.5?
Yeah, that's what I have.
Yeah.
25.5. I have 25 now dropped. So obviously people are hitting that.
I feel like if Green Bay is going to win this game, they're going to try to shorten it as much as they can. 25.5 seems high to me. I would lean under that. I think you're hard pressed to get over the pregame close of 51. Hard pressed. All right, we're underway. Anything live in the spread? How many games were tonight?
6. So Pistons are already over. Bulls and the Knicks. I contemplated splashing on the Knicks, but a lot of smart people I knew were on the Knicks, so I stayed away from that one. Jazz and the Rockets. The Jazz are up by 27 points, so I completely crossed that one off my list. Spurs and Mavericks I was already involved in as well, so I didn't jump in there. And then the Warriors will top here in any second now.
Steve, I heard that you and Gavin did the the first college basketball pod of the year.
Yeah, Gavin's coming up to Chicago the weekend of the 13th. Should be awesome. Our buddy Matt Gajeski, who's part of Awesome, is coming down too from Milwaukee. We're gonna have a grand old time. So that was part of what I was gonna ask you guys. Yeah,
so what? To kick off the college basketball?
Yeah, so it's the first Saturday of the college basketball season, and my fiance's out of town for 3 weeks. So, that was what I was going to ask you guys about. So 3 weeks is a long time. A, what do you do? And B, how do you control yourself from now just getting hammered every single night?
Well, I mean, if the fiance is out of town, why would you control yourself? I mean, you should get hammered every night.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm still working, and there's still life to be had. I'm saying in a reasonable.
You have legalized. You have legalized gambling out there now?
Yeah. Yes. Correct.
I mean, in what world do you have to be reasonable when the wife's going to be out of town, a friend's coming in? That's not a time to be real at all.
I'm not talking about that weekend. I'm saying from now until the 12th. What do I do?
Well, from now until the 12th, all you do is keep her happy and prepare for college basketball season. So when she goes out of town, you won't remember the entire time that she's out of town now while you're with the Bulls.
She's gone now. What do you
she's
think?
Gone from now until.
Jay, can you pay attention?
Wait a minute.
She's gone for 3 weeks.
She's gone from. Oh, if you're alive at the end of the 3 weeks, that's an accomplishment,
right? So
if you're still with us, that's an accomplishment.
What I
please
told
accomplish that, because I need my college scouting for next year.
Yeah, right. No, so what I told her when she left is like, look, I'm gonna go to the gym every day. I'm gonna diet. I couldn't even get through the list.
I'm gonna diet. Yeah, hey, bro, listen. You know what I hear is a good thing to do if you're on a diet. Eat a salad, you fat fuck. I heard that that's a good thing when you're trying to diet.
Well, I would never do that. But what was that advice that you've been given from a stranger recently?
Yes. Yep. Correct.
Yeah. Wow. What a guy. Hate to see that. No. So
listen, bro. I need you alive because you're like one half of the college basketball people that I'm going to tail in the upcoming season. So I can't have anything happening to you between now and March.
So that's a good point to. Did you hear what Gavin and I did last night, Keg?
The podcast. Yeah, of course. Did I hear it? I heard about it before it happened, bro. Come on.
So it was fun. So we were initially going to do it live on the YouTube channel, and then I hear
why didn't that happen?
So I hear from Powers That Be that we have from 9 to 9:40 to do the preview. I'm like, well,
and then you spent 2 hours on 3 conferences.
Yeah, so it's like, Gav and I, we've never been mistaken for short-winded people.
Listen, just so you know, you could do 4-hour live shows on the Run Pure Bets YouTube channel, should you see fit.
Right. We were going to get kicked off at 10 p.m. Eastern for a Wednesday night NFL circle jerk show, Everyone is pumped
Sure.
about the news that they hear. Julio's not practicing on Wednesday for the 90th week in a row. Anyways, what we wanted time to not. 40 minutes to preview 3 conferences seems a little light. So
I can guarantee you a 4-hour block on the Run Pure Bets YouTube channel for the second half of that college basketball preview.
Wednesday night, are you going to join us?
I'm not going to be much help, but I'll definitely join you if you want me to. Yeah.
You can sit there like a handsome face,
Listen, I've been known to be handsome, but not in the last decade, but I've been known to be handsome. I could sit there and listen to you guys wax poetic for 3.5 hours in college basketball. You come over to the Run Pure Bet side, my friend.
All right. Well, we might just do that next Wednesday night, 9-ish. If you haven't listened to any of it yet, the guest that we had, Keg, is the reason we had him on. I think he's one of the best college basketball bettors in the country. So maybe it should be on the bet side.
That sounds like the kind of people that we want on the bet side for a college basketball preview.
Keg, this guy's been rolling in the mud betting D2 college football and just murdering it. So, we kind of had to twist his arm to talk about a major conference. Like, that's how deep this guy is. So he was awesome. He had at least 2 scotches with us, so that was obviously encouraged. I thought it was a good show. I was just happy it wasn't 40 minutes long.
Well, listen. Supposedly, I own 25% of the bet side of this company. So
I've never heard of that,
Gavin,
no.
and listen, you, Gavin, and the guy that drinks scotch that kills college basketball are fully welcome to come on the bet side for as many hours as you see fit on Wednesday night and just give away that winning money.
Yeah, the show last night was really good. So every single podcast that you listen to for college basketball, and sorry to hijack the show, by the way.
It's all good. 17-7 Green Bay.
Yep. I got Green Bay plus 6.5. Yep. Love that.
Yeah, wow, that's a great bet.
Look at that face. Is just guys running through like the top 3 teams, basically the easy pickings, as everyone knows about all the players on the top teams. What we did last night was, I thought, a little different, and hopefully people get some value out of hearing about teams and players that they don't usually hear about from like the national shows. So that was our goal.
I love it, man. I love it. College basketball is around the corner. We got to get ready for it.
It starts on the 9th.
Yeah. So all joking aside, I would love it if you guys came over. It would be a great show to have on the bet side, to have a nice little college basketball preview.
Yeah, and if it's on the bet side, maybe we could get John to give us more of his goodness. He's also a free agent at this point, and I've seen his record. So maybe Wednesday nights is test balloon.
I just want to put this out in advance. I will add nothing to that show, but if you would like me to be on there, I'll gladly listen to you guys.
You don't have to listen, and you can ask questions. You'd be like, "Hey, so I hear you guys will," because sometimes, as with any sport, there's like groupthink towards a certain team or something, and having an outside voice asking why everyone's gravitating towards some team or some bet usually makes sense.
Gavin said it was more bet focused than DFS for sure anyway. Well, then what are we doing?
I know. Well, what is Gavin doing? Like, he's definitely playing
He's
Warzone
eating
or
it.
something.
I'll tell you right now, he's sitting there eating probably like king crab legs and a nice fillet with a baked potato, watching us right now. And when he's done, he'll show his face. That's what he's doing. Nobody eats better than Gavin James.
He'll show his face. I'm sure about that.
Yeah. Oh no, he won't show his face. He'll show his avatar. He'll show his avatar on. Yeah.
Anyways,
all right, Swatty, give me your thoughts right now. Yeah.
Well, I'm shocked. It sounds like Steve was on the right side. What's that? You're breaking up a lot.
I was just going to say 17-7 Green Bay. Can you guys hear me or no go?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm shocked. Yeah, I mean, clearly this was a letdown spot. It looks like.
You know what though, Twatty? 7-0 at home. You would think a letdown spot was coming, but man, against a Green Bay team that doesn't have a wideout worth their salt, this is a little surprising to me too.
And Green Bay's
whoa, the Randall Cobb, slander will not stand here.
I mean, we've seen elite quarterbacks make it work with pretty much any wide receivers, right?
Brady's done it for 10 years.
I actually said on the show yesterday, Aaron Rodgers could probably take practice squad guys and move the ball up and down the field. So I'm sure that they're going to move the ball. Did I think that they were going to be up 17-7 going early in the third? No, I'm not going to lie. No, I didn't.
I'd give the credit to the Green Bay defense for slowing down this high-powered offense, right? I think the story of the game is that Arizona only has 7, not the Green Bay has 17.
So Keg, right? Live bet show. What is the live line on Arizona right now?
Live line on Arizona right now. Arizona plus 4.5 minus 110.
That sounds a little juicy to me.
It sounds a little juicy to me too. But God, this offense looks dreadful.
Yeah, but they haven't looked dreadful all year. You come out. This is their first drive of the third quarter, right?
What's up, Hooker?
Second, they had the bad turnover.
Oh,
yes.
Right.
Second.
First actual drive, where they get a first down and.
Yeah, listen, Steve, I don't disagree. I thought the play was if Green Bay scored first, get on the cards, which I guess is kind of like what's going on right now. You can get the cards plus 4.5 right now, which will put them at 11.5, which puts them within a touchdown of this game right now. I just hate this Green Bay pass rush in this game looks pretty good right now, and that worries me.
Yeah, I was just throwing it out there,
Well, Arizona did come in the game with the injured offensive line, right? Like Rodney Hudson was out, and they're missing one other guy, right?
They're about to get the ball back again. Jesus. I wish I was holding a Green Bay plus 6.5 ticket right now. I'll tell you that. Steve, you want to sell that? Like 70% buyout right now?
So the two bets I had was that. I've got Rodgers under 24.5 completions. What's he at right now?
Under what?
Under 24.5 completions.
I think the last time I saw it was like 10 of 21, but
he's got 12 right now.
That was in the middle of the drive. He could have got more.
He'll probably go over that being down. Oh, no.
It was a big pickup from Kyler there to keep the chains moving.
They give him the catch?
Oh, wow. They went for it on 4th down?
Yeah.
It's a new NFL. We go for everything. It's like we're playing Madden against each other.
I'll tell you what, Fred. The biggest I know that we've been crushing the NFL as a group, me included. But the biggest obstacle I've been trying to deal with in terms of the what's the word I'm looking for, the variance in any game that you bet. We didn't live in an NFL 10 years ago where you went for it on 4th and 1 on your own 24 4 minutes into a football game. That happened last week. Like trying to figure out how you bet a game where one team's going to go for it on 4th and 1 on your own 24 4 minutes into a football game. This is a new thing to me.
Yeah, that's it's almost like when the roughing the passer penalties came in, and that threw me off too, because it was like, why am I betting all these unders?
That's been the biggest obstacle that I've been trying to deal with. Twatty, is Twatty here?
Yeah.
That's been the biggest obstacle that I've been trying to deal with. These teams that will go for it in their own territory early in a game on 4th and 5 and under. Now, granted, I know that 39 and 18, crushing it up over 20 units, but I've lost two to three bets in the last 4 weeks that have been because teams go for it on 4th and 1. What was the game last week? 4th and 1 on their own 20, and they didn't get it. No, 2 weeks ago, Chargers, who are one of the biggest, what's the word I'm looking for?
Analytical culprits.
Culprits. Yes.
Be one of them.
The Chargers are one of the biggest culprits on going for it on 4th down in their own territory early in the game. They basically gave the Baltimore Ravens a 30-point win before they even got out of the first half.
Come on, Zach Ertz. We got him on the sticker at the bottom.
Stevie, here come the Cardinals.
Yeah, I took plus 4.5.
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind the plus 4.5 when you're sitting on plus 6.5.
I have Evan Fournier over 2.5 threes. He's had 2 threes for 3 quarters, and he's not going to get it.
Is he playing the Wizards? Because he always just dump trucks the Wizards every time they play him.
He's had over 2. He's had over 2 threes every game but one this year, and then now this one. Fuck me. 33 minutes. 2 of 8 from 3. Fuck. Well, there's our Connor touchdown. 3 quarters too late. Maybe I can get overtime in this Chicago Bulls next game, actually. 104, 103.
Yeah. Gavin Ozark rules. You should definitely keep watching. So good. Great show.
Speaking of Kegger, I still haven't got into Succession. And what was the other one you told me to watch?
I mean, first of all, how are you not watching Succession?
It's on my list. What was the other one?
I don't even remember the other one.
Keg,
But
I've never heard of Succession. Is it
it's
good?
the best show on television right now.
He gets so offended when you don't watch.
I don't watch that much TV, Keg.
Steve, I guarantee you, if you start watching Succession, you'll be like, holy shit, how have I not watched this show? Billions is not the best. The first 4 seasons of Billions was probably the best show on television. Now
I
it's
haven't seen that either.
okay. Well, I mean, what are we doing?
We just got done with City on a Hill season 2, which is
That
awesome.
one's good.
Are you
I
fucking?
like that one.
Are you talking
Keg.
about the Kevin Bacon vehicle?
Yeah, what's wrong with Kevin Bacon?
I mean, City on a Hill. When we're talking about City on a Hill and we're talking about Billions and Succession, I mean, Stevie, what are we doing?
Watching good shows, you know.
Somebody block Marty Riggs with these awful takes. I'm about to block.
Keg, did you not like City on a Hill, or are those shows just better?
It was, yeah, City on a Hill is watchable. It's not elite.
I'm not saying it's elite. It's just the most recent thing I've watched.
Okay. So let's stop watching them and let's watch Succession and Billions.
Marjorie watches Billions. So I'm 4 seasons behind, apparently, because she's caught up. See, so the whole thing is like I have to watch shit that she hasn't seen. So it's usually one-off, like 2020s or like new Netflix short series, you know?
East Coast Poker already won the chat. That's the best comment of the night. Throw that one on the screen, Jay, for the people who aren't watching the live chat. That is good.
Successions is brutal bad. Get that, you know what, Marty? Like you're close to the point where you're not welcomed here anymore. I'm telling you right now. I'll give you the 60 back.
Oh my God. That guy like literally died. And then did anyone see that? Holy fuck.
Yeah, I saw it.
He broke the one guy in half
Brian.
and then went limp halfway through the tackle. Holy fuck.
All right, so on my screen, they're about to kick the ball off.
Wait till you see this hit in slow motion. Oh, normal speed.
Hey, Steve, have you been down to that new stadium in Arizona?
No. Oh, shit. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this show. This is the show with Pacino and Adam Driver. All about Gucci. I've been looking forward to the show for a year. Show's going to be incredible. House of Gucci. Sign me. Oh, it's a movie. Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be watching that. Jay is drunk off what? Fucking Twisted Tea, bro? My second Twisted Tea got me fucked up?
Nah, if anyone's drunk, it's me. It's not, it's not Jay. The happy hours tend to extend when you don't have anyone to come home to.
1.5 Twisted Tea got me in a fucking tizzy, I guess.
Yeah, you guys, I don't know if you've never seen Jay drunk, but you will know he's drunk.
Twatty, am I drunk right now? You think?
No. Jay, what was funny is like last year, you would be drunk, but you wouldn't never admit you were drunk. Everyone knew you were drunk. Maybe you didn't think you were drunk, but do you remember like dancing, taking off your shirt? Do you remember all that?
Well, that's when you're a box and a half of wine in, Twatty. You know what I mean? Not the second Twisted Tea.
They're just like.
Okay, to be honest, I think you're fine.
Thank you, buddy. Please start watching Succession, though. Please.
Put it on the list. There's a long list of shit that we got to watch.
Oh, Squid Game is the other one I need to watch, I guess.
Yeah, Squid Game is solid. Really solid.
That was good.
All right, so you watch. Okay, so could we bump Succession to the top of the list? Do you need a payoff for that? I'll hit you up on the PayPal.
No, so the top of the list is Marjorie and I started The Wire last year and then stopped because something happened. We have to watch like the last 2 seasons of The Wire, I think, before we do anything else.
Jay lit the
I mean,
cigarette.
it's a good show. I mean, we definitely can't talk you off of that one.
Yeah, the Wire's really good, man.
Yeah.
The Wire's really good.
Yeah, I hear you, Hookem.
I would still watch Succession right now, though.
All right, so what is it
season
about?
3 just started. It's about a family that's basically based on the Murdochs that own a media conglomerate with 2 sons and a daughter. And the guy that plays a character kind of like Rupert Murdoch is getting really fucking old and has a stroke early in season 1. And he's trying to pick a successor to take over his media conglomerate of his 2 sons and 1 daughter. And then it's just absolute cutthroat mayhem for the first 2 seasons. And season 3 started 2 weeks ago. So the 3rd episode will be this Sunday night of season 3. So it's not going to take you much time to catch up because there's only been 2 seasons and there's only about 10 episodes per season. I just
want to make fun of Poe Degen Stoner for comparing 24 to The Wire in chat. That's disrespectful to television, personally.
No, the Wire is a great show. It's a great show. Far from the best show that HBO ever made, in my opinion. I think The Sopranos is better. I think 6 Feet Under is better. But really, The Wire is really, really, really good. Oh, wow. Nolan's going to the Martinsville race this weekend. That's great, Nolan.
Yeah, slam a winner live at the race. That'd be badass.
That's awesome. We only got 2 weeks left, baby. We're close to getting those 8 units of NASCAR futures home. All right, so the current line right now are the Packers plus 1.5. I'll tell you what, the total, JJ was on the over 50. The live total's back up to 50.5 right now. So he's live.
I mean,
right
if
now.
the Packers are plus 1.5, don't you take the Packers? I mean, they're winning by 3 with the ball. And they look better than the Cardinals.
They have looked better. But you know what? Sometimes I don't know how to gauge the fact that they've looked way better, but they're only up 3, and there's still 1.5 to go in this game. Would it shock you if the Cardinals won this game right now, considering that they've been severely outplayed, but they're only up by 3?
Well, their offense looked a lot better when Hopkins came back in.
Yeah, true.
Well, yeah, throwing a 60-yard bomb to your best player usually, looks good.
Yeah, I mean, adding the top 5 receiver to your offense usually helps it out, right, Steve? What would you guys do without us, without this hard-hitting analysis?
I didn't mean it like that.
No, I'm just messing around, you know.
Murray's got 145 passing yards. His live number's 248. Rodgers got 71 passing yards. His live number is 160.
That to me makes me think that they think the Cardinals are going to take the lead and the Packers have to come back to win the game, right?
Yeah. Big play by Aaron Jones to move the chains, but another catch by Jones.
Jones is a monster, man.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. He just went over his live number. He had 18. His live number was 28 and a half. He just went over that.
Yeah, we took Jones rushing plus receiving yards over. Let me see what we got.
I actually took that under. It was looking good, so we'll see. It's probably a 50-50 proposition now.
Yeah, it's probably close.
Well, his live number's 101 right now.
I got 112.
Yeah, so you're still under the number there. But I'll tell you what,
One
man,
big play though.
I think his receiving yards, he's going to go over, but his rushing yards, they're not giving him the ball. He's only got 35 rushing yards. He only needs 12 yards right now to go over the live number they just set in receiving yards. And I think that Rodgers is going to keep looking to him in the passing game, not the running game.
Yeah, it's just so dicey. I mean, if they take the lead here and then, they go up by 10.
ACL.
Oh, Tanyan's down. Tanyan's down, and it doesn't look good.
Back of the knee. There it is.
That looks like an ACL. See how fucking fast he grabbed that, Plotty?
Yeah, he didn't even plan it. He instead of that last step planning, he held it up.
But you know what, though? Did that just get the over for
Yeah.
JJ? Yep. Catch it. Put it on the board for JJ. On the last play before Tonka Bob tore his ACL. Put it on the board.
How about Green Bay's offense now? If these guys don't come back, Jesus, he was your second best weapon coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just happened on my screen. It looks bad.
Hey, we'll take it. It's a winner.
Yeah, Otter had him second half.
Did he get hit or did he just go down?
I think he got hurt before.
I think he just went down in the open field. Yeah,
Otter,
he did.
was that 30 yards there?
Yeah, that's a blown out knee. Oh God.
I was gonna say, I thought you hit that.
Damn.
I see Andrew in the chat is talking about White Lotus. Andrew, what is that about?
I've never heard of that.
It's on HBO, huh?
Yeah, we saw that preview, but we haven't watched it yet. Andrew, what?
I saw it too. I
Let us
can't
know
remember
about
what it was. I remember it didn't catch my eye though.
Yeah, we saw it and like that could be interesting, but there's so many other things that we want to watch right now.
Yeah. Tyler, this Spurs cover is gonna tilt me old if they don't cover here. Oh well, at least we got within striking distance. They were up like 20-something to 3.
Oh, spread. I meant to ask you.
+6.
I meant to ask you how the Wiz looks so far this year. I haven't watched them yet.
I'm higher on them than other people. So, and
Yeah.
I should have stuck to it today because I think they upset Atlanta. They
won by
earlier.
10. It just
Everyone else loved Atlanta though, so I stayed away.
what is overall.
Grab a rebound, San Antonio.
It just seems like they're a better overall team than they were last year. Just more depth, obviously, but depth doesn't always equal wins in the NBA. So that's tough.
Right, but here's what you can say, even in the starting unit, right? Was the team could always score, and Beal's going to score against anybody. They couldn't defend for anything. You add Harrell in there, so it's like, if you're building like a roster to compete for the championship, Montrezl Harrell probably isn't it. But if you're just trying to make the leap into the playoffs and win a first round series, he's going to help you. And then Kuzma, I think, gets a little underrated for his defense. And then we know that KCP is a pretty good defender. So I thought they did great in that trade. And then their guy hasn't played at all. They got Kispert.
I know they haven't played him.
He hasn't made it at all. So I'm wondering, how old was Kispert?
He's an older guy, but so they're starting KCP and he's played well. So there's no real reason for them to play anyone else at the wing.
Yes.
Not plus he hit 5 threes. I'm looking at the box score now tonight. Caldwell Pope did. Harrell's my boy, man. 25, 13, and 5 tonight spread.
Yeah, I had him tonight, but I put Derek White in every lineup. So I'm looking at most min caches.
Steve, I got a show for you.
There we go, San Antonio.
Not many people probably know the show, Steve, but it's probably the best show in the history of the BBC. Did you ever watch the show about all the clones? The same woman that plays all the different clones. The show's called Orphan Black.
No, I've heard about it, but I've not seen it.
That one of the best shows I've watched in the last 15 years. It's called Orphan Black. It's phenomenal.
Is it on Hulu or something? Or
I mean, I would think it is. It was a BBC.
I mean, I can Google it instead of just asking like an idiot.
It was a BBC show. It was so good, bro.
It's like I can watch it on Amazon Prime. Perfect.
It's great.
One of the coolest shows I watched recently was called Dark. Have you watched Dark? It's like a German show.
Is it a Netflix show?
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, I might have watched an episode or two.
So it is really good. What it reminds me of is
Keep whining, Luca.
What is that show on Netflix that everyone loved with the kids and the Upside Down?
Stranger Things.
Yeah, so it's like Stranger Things for adults. It's so good.
First of all, Stranger Things was for adults, and it's absolutely fantastic.
Come on, Antonio.
All right. So the show is more for adults. Like Stranger Things is clearly for adults and kids. The show is
Steve on this one. It's for kids.
Yeah. Dark is.
No, but it's kind of for guys our age, right? Because the show reminds you of how
the whole thing is retro 80s.
Yeah.
Furthermore, the show was terrible.
Furthermore, that's right.
Was
Reggie missed those free throws.
That's my hot take. It was terrible. What I'm saying is, I think it was overrated. Anyway,
all right.
go ahead.
So Keg, that was not my intention. My intention is if you like that show with more cool shit going on, watch Dark. It's on Netflix. It's in German, so you'd be tilted by the not being able to hear anything or understand, but
I don't
be all right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm big into subtitles. Squid Games was awesome, but I can't get past the furthermore. Stranger Things was terrible.
All right, I exaggerated for effect. I don't think it was very good though.
This guy in chat says Stranger Things, a show about an alien that molests children in the woodshed.
Oh, I didn't get that far. Is that what happened? I love the first season, but they took too long.
Like, what's
Yeah,
with the Russians
Dark-
underneath the ground?
Dark is
They're
definitely
sneaking
better.
in.
Dark
I mean,
is
what the
awesome.
fuck?
Dark is really cool.
Do you hit these free throws?
Stranger Things is my fucking jam.
Keg, there's some time travel bullshit that you have to sort through, but Dark is awesome.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, don't tell us.
I'm not talking about football. I'm talking about basketball. Hey, speaking of time travel, Steve, did you ever see Continuum? It was a Canadian show.
No.
It's pretty fun.
The public's getting crushed right now.
I thought Green Bay was a public dog.
No, I saw a lot of people on the Cardinals.
Yeah, the line was going towards Arizona all day today. I know that.
Right, a 7-0 team going up against a team with no wideouts, and it went from 3.5 to 6, and then almost up to 7. They were a huge public favorite today.
This is probably my worst day I've had in months.
I'm glad I didn't tease Arizona. Yeah, Swaz, I thought they were getting a lot of money. I thought all the line moves was just off information, but I'm honestly, I haven't been following the NFL as much. Come on, miss a free throw.
I'm still trying to find an angle to get involved in this game.
Holy shit. I lost the Troy under. I lost the Green Bay or the Arizona spread. I lost the 4-day over 2.5 threes. And I think I think I'm over 0-4 tonight.
Wow, that
Twatty
was barely cover.
Twatty wasn't kidding when he said this was the first day he got involved in the NBA.
Fuck.
NBA betting is not for the faint of heart. I will tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, something must be wrong with me. I bet NBA and women's tennis. Those are two of the most wildly variant sports there are.
I bet MLB and college basketball, so I feel you.
Oh, and I have Ertz at the bottom of the screen. I bet that too.
I think the ones that you're betting, though, right? Like, have traditionally been more the domain of the professional bettor, right? Like, college basketball to me has always been one that people were able to identify, that they could beat. And then baseball too, just with the wealth of opportunities. And then
I was just more talking about.
But I want to ask you about this. What's up?
I was just more talking about less popular sports.
Yeah. Well, betting baseball used to be the thing. So before, right, betting baseball, like all the pros, they would just take the dogs, right? Because anybody can beat anybody. But it seemed like the last couple of years, man, just take the favorites. Even if they're minus 250. The Dodgers should have been minus 400 at that run at the end of the year. They won 41 out of 52, right? And obviously I'm not factoring in pitchers and lineups, but in my head, I'm like, so for the last 50 games, they should have been minus 400 every game, right?
Yeah, so I bet more team totals and strikeout props mostly.
Mm-hmm.
I usually would not bet a favorite over minus 150 or so, just because of how baseball works.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, that team was hot, but I made more money betting their team totals than betting them minus 280.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
right.
you probably make more. I just have a buddy that I was putting some stuff in because a lot of times California aren't as good with the Bitcoin and stuff, and they'll just do it. And I, because I try not to give advice when other people are sending me stuff, but at first I'm like, why are you betting the Dodgers every night minus 225? And his account's just going up, like the numbers I keep for him. And maybe you're on something.
I was also betting the Dodgers almost every day, but I was betting their team total over 4.5 at even money.
That's a way to be on a team and only costed you $1.10.
Yeah, I mean, so I usually
or first fives
infuse, I guess you could say, my baseball betting with my DFS play. The 4 or 5 teams I'm on each night, I'll bet their team total over. And I'm more of a double down if I'm right type guy. You want to win a lot that, when you are right. So I have faith that, if I'm on 3 teams or 5 teams that I'm going to hit, 2 out of 3 or 4 out of 5 or 3 out of 5. So that's just how I play it. And that's what's worked for me.
Yeah, no, that's probably the smarter way. I'm just saying, like, the old way to bet baseball, just, take these dogs, right? It didn't seem to be working this year.
Yeah.
Well, that hasn't worked in about 5 years. Actually, spread dogs.
That's not true. I mean, I bet dogs a ton.
No.
If you know what you're doing, I'm talking about just blindly betting the favorites.
Oh, yeah.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Darwin Moon wants to know if we should jump in on Green Bay -3.5 right now. It's a weird number.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's a 10-point if it was 2.5.
Yeah.
No, I feel good about hitting both of mine. I think the +6.5 and Arizona +4.5 is what I'm hoping for to hit both. What's Rodgers' completions at? Let's pull that up. I got under 24.5. He's at 17.
Damn.
That's gonna be close.
This
you definitely want them to get a stop here, then, and then let them start running, because with a 10-point lead, they might get a little more conservative. Of course, if Arizona scores here, that completion total's probably going over.
Yeah, which is fine.
So, yeah, I mean, you win some, you lose some, and you're in a pretty good spot to be where you are right now, right? Who's that down? Is that more? I hope not, because
no,
that's
one of the most
exciting players. What is it?
Edmonds.
Oh,
The shoulder.
what number's more?
He's like 6 or something.
Yeah, isn't he like in the single digits?
Yeah, I'm with Tom Brady. I don't like all these low numbers.
Keg, where in the hell is Gavin right now? I thought he was coming on after he ate his ribs.
Yeah, he told me he's gonna conk out to rewire himself to be ready to go at 7:30 in the morning to do the show with me on Saturday. I said, you're up at 6 o'clock in the morning every day.
So he texts me before I wake up in Central Time every day, and he's on the West Coast.
But I said to him, no worries. There's 4 people on the show right now. Don't worry about it. It's all good. But he said he's conking out from that meal just ate. So he can rewire.
That means that he is logging on Warzone right now. Let me text my buddies who play with him. Let me see if he's on.
Speaking of that, since you got 4, Jay, I'm going to break out of here a little early.
All right, Twatty, I love you, buddy.
Well, I'm not leaving yet. I said a little early.
Oh, okay. Hey, man, just the fact that we have our date night every Thursday night,
I hear you.
could leave. You could leave whenever you'd like to. My guy.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Spread has recently become a part of our date night. I always forget to send Spread right on Thursday.
It's fine. Usually I'm like running around till right before I send you that message, so it's all good. It was like I was doing stuff, sit down, I sent you the message. We were good to go in 5 minutes. So it worked.
How many NBA games we got going right now, Spread?
Only the Golden State game.
And we already have a bet in that one, right?
Yep. So I'm just watching that one come home.
All right. How did the first game go?
We made it. I don't know if you saw me. I was a little worried we weren't going to get the cover, and we barely made it there.
Spread, you're on fucking fire right now, bro.
Yeah, so definitely enjoying that. And we got a good crew. Me and AP did really well last Friday, so I'm hoping we can do that again tomorrow.
How's DFS going for you tonight?
I put Derek White in. I only made 3 lineups, and I put Derek White in all 3. So my best hope would be like min cash him. So we'll see. I have Steph in 1.
Yeah, but what about on the season? So far,
you're doing really good.
Good.
Yeah.
I mean, we've talked about it for a while. It makes sense to mix the two, right? Because you're on teams, you're on certain players. You see if they kind of match up, right?
I said to Gavin this morning, or this afternoon, I'm going to start playing DFS for the UFC. I put my in a bunch of line. I spent like 300. I hit a little bet in the in MMA last night, so I took that money and I just entered in like 10 contests.
Hell yeah.
For Saturday. I don't know how you do it though, Steve. I really don't play DFS that much. All my attention's always on sports betting. But I figure it's got to correlate. It
definitely correlates. I have to plug in. Give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
All right. Oh, Kirk should have had that one.
Title does pretty well on the MMA DFS, right?
Yeah, but he doesn't bet on it, I don't think, like we do.
Right.
Or at least as heavy as we do.
I think what the difference is, right, is like, you're really good about getting your personal bets in early and beating the line, right? But when you're doing it on Saturday for everybody, it's navigating all the line movement like the day of, because there can be some like 50-cent swings like day of, whereas titles dealing, it's like betting in the super contest or whatever, right? Fixed lines, right? Like they don't change.
Yeah.
So you can use that late steam to help you get the prices. That's kind of, like what we do in NBA, right? It's like they set the prices the day before Bradley Beal gets rolled out, and now all of a sudden we're all on the Wizards because they're priced like he's playing.
Right. Yeah, man, it's just, you know what the frustrating part about it is, Fred? When I think about the time I spend in 12 months to make $150,000 for a whole year of work in every sport, there's some kid out there that gets a $100,000 screenshot in one night, and it's like I feel like I have to get a piece of that. Like, I shouldn't do the work I do for the whole fucking time to make, like, for some kid to get a $100,000 screenshot in one fucking day.
Yeah, I would think that of everything, the MMA translates the most, though, because from what I've seen, it's just picking the winners. You just gotta pick a couple dogs.
We need 3 yards from Zach Ertz to put it on the board.
Let's go, Zach Ertz. They're probably going to go in here. It's going to be a 24-21 game.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
Don't even answer that question. It'd be an hour answer.
How much did he put in to make that $100K? I don't know. Not more than I bet in a weekend, though.
Is that Zach Ertz?
Is it? Let's go, Twatty.
There you go, Twatty. Turning your night around right at the end.
Put it on the board. Yeah, I mean, I got $10,000 to $15,000 on the board in a 7-day period.
Spread. How is Davion looking so far?
He's great. I mean, he's the talk of Sacramento. Every time I talk to someone, just out and about, I mean, that's what everybody's talking about is what a great pick that was.
So he's come off the bench, right? Playing half the game, maybe.
Yeah. But he changes the tenor of the game when he's in there.
Touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't watched games, but I've seen highlights, and it's it's the exact same dude. He's just so intense.
Yeah, and it's like I was pissed about the fit when they made the draft pick, but now I'm just like, no, I mean, he's the best player on the board, right? Like, you can make the argument for Duarte, right? But not for the Kings situation. Because Duarte, like, the reason I'm surprised the Warriors passed on him is because he's ready to go right now.
Yeah.
Whereas the Kings, Davion comes in, he's around the same age as Fox and Halliburton. Now you're all building together on the same timeline. So I love the pick. I liked it when he came out. I was worried about the fit, but it's fine. And a lot of these teams are playing so small anyways. Running a 3-guard lineup isn't even that crazy.
Yeah. Plus, you're bringing him off the bench. He mixes with different lineups anyways.
Yeah.
And I think that it's not just that. Like, I think he changes like the mentality of the team, just like the way he plays.
Yeah, that's what they were saying on the radio. That when you see a guy doing that, you're not just going to let a guy just run by you, right?
Yeah, I mean, and that's kind of what we talked about in the draft show. It's like, this guy is I thought was like a franchise changer, So we'll see. I'm glad to see that he's off to a good start.
Yeah, I think we're real happy about it there. So
okay, so I'm going to get involved now for the first time.
All right.
Let's go.
I think I'm going to take the Cardinals on the money line on DK at plus 175 to win this game in the final 11 minutes.
Let's do it.
I don't mind that. It's good value.
I would be so horny to hit all three. Oh man.
I mean, they were a 6.5-point favorite pre-game, right? So what would that put them at? Minus 300 pre-game?
They were minus 285 when I was looking at the bar.
Pre-game?
Yeah, it was somewhere around that, like 260, 280, depending on what time.
They just changed the number on me to plus 150. Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You know what? I'm going to hold off. I'm going to hope that the Packers – I know I'm an asshole. I'm a stickler. I'm going to hope that the Packers get a first down on this drive. If they get the first down, that's going to bump this money line from plus 145 probably to plus 180. And then I'm going to hop in on the Cardinals.
Well, if it jumps at 1 to 180, you take it.
I mean, the bad part is if they go 3 and out, I'm probably fucked. But if they can get a first down, that plus 145 number probably goes up to plus 180. And then I'll hop in. I don't think plus 145 is good enough.
No, I agree.
Down 3 with and the Packers are getting the ball with 10.5 minutes to go. I think we need one first down to get involved here. You agree with that, Twatty spread?
Yeah, I like your idea there.
Yeah, I just don't know if you're going to go from 145 to 180 with one first down.
What do you think it'll go to?
15 cents.
Yeah,
So I could be wrong.
I think it's plus 162.
So remember when I said I was going to go plug in my laptop? I just went to the bathroom instead and forgot.
Nice. Happy hour.
Yeah, I'm plugged in now.
So, Steve, my plan is
Oh, that's a white color.
when you're in Vegas during conference tournament time with Gavin.
Yeah.
My plan is to meet you out there and for us to have ourselves a weekend.
That sounds like a grand old time. We should do it.
It does. Yeah, I'm working on it. That's my plan.
What's the penalty there, Twatty, that he's complaining about?
No, it wasn't. He wanted a horse collar, but I don't think it was.
It's like he grabbed his. It almost reminded me of jiu-jitsu. Like you grabbed the base of the pants and his legs. Like he looks like he'd done some wrestling or some jiu-jitsu the way he was gripping the clothing there. Because that's where you control someone right on their belt.
Jake, that sounds great. We're already booked, so just let me know if you need.
I got the dates. I'm ready. I'm ready.
We have a good crew this year, so it should be awesome.
Yeah. I'm just going to bring money out for a lot of drugs, and I'm just going to count on other people to bring those drugs.
We have those people. Okay.
Yeah, so just let them know I'll have the money for the drugs, and then we'll just need people to. All right, so they got the first down. We're up to plus 195.
Keg, there's so much time left in this game. We're good.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna shoot my shot at plus 195. If they lose, they lose. If Green Bay fucks us here, they fuck us. I think like plus 195 is a fair price right now in the Cardinals money line. Plus 205, and it's still going up, and I can't get it in yet. What are we doing?
It's just free bacon.
Plus 210, and I still can't bet it. What is happening right now? I gotta log out and log back in.
Well, considering it's 3rd and 1 on my screen, I should probably just close the game.
Yeah, they're telling me I'm not in the state of New Jersey, which is odd because I am in the state of New Jersey. What do you mean I'm not in the state of New Jersey? Is anybody else having that problem?
Is it with DK?
No, it's with Bet365. Geolocation is the worst, man. It is the absolute worst.
Yeah, so I was just in Northern Virginia for 10 days, and they thought I was in D.C., Maryland. They wouldn't let me bet.
Of course.
So annoying.
Wow.
Otter's worried that Green Bay's moving the ball too easily, Jay.
Yeah, I mean, Otter, don't worry about it because I can't get the fucking bet in anyway. So.
Yeah, I mean, if you hold them to 3, it's still fine. So.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Oh, good point, Steve.
Yeah, this is 4 down territory on the 36, though, right?
No, they're up by 3.
I think they go for
no,
it
what
here,
I'm saying is they'll
unless
go,
they took a sack or
they
something.
won't kick a 53-yarder. They'll just go.
Oh yeah, they're gonna go for it definitely. The analytics now say you have to go for it.
Well, they're about to snap 2nd and 6 on my TV. So.
Yeah, we're at 3rd and 2 with a timeout.
Did I call it a catch? There's no way it's a
kicked it
catch.
out of bounds.
Oh yeah, I guess it is.
Okay, Cardinals are plus 240, and I'm able to bet them. My only worry here is this is definitely 2 downs for the Green Bay Packers, no doubt.
Yeah, but that 230 is nice, especially like Steve said. If you hold them to a field goal, you're still golden. Even holding 240, you're probably still good.
Yeah, but if they get the first down though, We're under 6 minutes. This is a big 3rd and 2, which they're going to get the first and more. Now they're on the 28 going in. First down.
It's not a moot point if they hold them to a field goal is what I'm saying. They can get down to the 1, Kegger. And if they hold them to a field goal, they're still got a shot.
Yeah, now they're plus 310. And they're plus 5.5 right now, Twatty. They're not going to go for a field goal, though, if they're down 10. But if they are down 10, do they prevent them to death and let them score a field goal? Or a touchdown, I mean?
Probably.
Now that's interesting. That's an interesting thought process.
What are they live?
If the Packers score a touchdown right now, they're up 10, right? There really is no harm in letting the Cardinals prevent to death and scoring a touchdown with a minute and a half to go in the game. At that point, the plus 5.5 doesn't sound all that bad.
I mean, the chances still aren't any better than 50-50 that they go down and score a touchdown, though, right? I mean,
yeah, I agree. I man, is this going to be a game where I don't place a bet? That would suck. How about those Green Bay Packers, though?
That was a strong run there.
What about the Packers minus 6.5 plus 120? If they get in here, they're up 10. They're not going to go for 3, are they? Arizona? Even if they go for 3, it doesn't even matter. Oh, there's a flag. What's the flag here?
Happened at the end of the play. It's going to be unnecessary weaponness or a face mask or. Roger says it's against them, against the Cardinals.
First down.
what was the penalty?
I don't know. That was bullshit.
So that's a clean hit.
That wasn't a late hit right there.
What the fuck was the penalty? That was a terrible call.
That's a terrible call right there.
Yeah, he's in bounds. That's really bad.
That is a terrible call.
I mean, it's only 3 yards or something, I think.
But still, that's a terrible call.
Oh, let's move them another yard and a half. You might as well just tackle people in the end zone. It's only going to cost you 6 inches.
These receivers are getting to be like NBA players. NBA players can't miss a shot without thinking they got fouled. These guys can't have an incomplete pass without thinking they got a penalty. I mean, they should have addressed that before they did this taunting stuff.
This will put the over. This will be a 2-0 night for JJ if they get in.
Yeah, he came back. He came back ready to work, right? Since he's been back, it's just been nothing but winners, huh?
How about that? Put it on the board for JJ. Another over. Put it on the board. Go ahead, Jay. Yeah, he's been killing it, man. He's working his way back into the positive on the new year. Put it on the board. He's probably only down about 3 units now on the year. And he's probably up about 5 units in the month of October.
Mhm.
So he's had a really good month. It's what you love to see. Run Pure Bets crew killing it. Up.
He looks like he's maybe short.
Oh, is he short?
I don't know. We're see here.
I don't think that's enough to overturn. Do you?
You can see his butt right there.
Yeah, he might be short. I saw his butt
I
go
see
down.
his butt in the middle of like a bunch of bodies. I don't think that's.
No, you're right. I think that'll probably stand.
Tonight will put us up over 60 units in the last 89 days.
Excellent.
That's great.
Yeah, I think he was down, like Wack Prescott says, but I just don't think that there's enough to overturn.
Right.
Because the one angle you can see you're a little ahead of me, but the one from behind, you don't have the clear view of the goal line, so.
No, I agree. I think he was short, but you can't tell, really.
Yeah, I think he was short, but I don't think you can overturn it based on the evidence. So how do you think this change, assuming the result holds, how does this change the narrative in the NFC, right? Because the Cardinals were world beaters, and now.
Well, going into this game, I had Green Bay 2 points better than an average team, 2.5 points better, than an average team on a neutral. And Arizona was 5.5 points better than an average team on a neutral. So this will definitely change it a little bit. Green Bay will go up the ratings. I already had them at 8, and I had Arizona at 3. Probably will put Arizona behind the Rams now, who were 4th. Green Bay will probably move up above Tennessee based on what they do this week against the Colts. So, yeah, this will probably shake up the power ratings a little bit for sure.
They overturn it. He's got to try again. Oh, wow.
And he didn't get it on 3rd down.
On 3rd? Okay, you're a play ahead of me. I just saw the 2nd down.
Oh, wait a minute. 2nd. Okay, yeah, he didn't get it on 2nd down, my bad.
If anything, I mean, this is just running clock. If they get it on 4th down, they've wasted.
Yeah, it's almost an advantage for Green Bay here, right?
As long as they get it, obviously.
Well, hey, so if they don't get it on 3rd, would you go for it here, or would you kick?
I think you got to go for it.
I'd go for it. Yeah, I would give it to Dylan. I agree with Otter. I mean, what do you? I mean, Dylan is clearly your big bruiser back.
It's going back.
He's played a hell of a game.
Start.
Oh my God! It's going back. 3rd and goal.
What is he doing?
Wow. Now, if they don't get it spread, they got to kick a field goal.
Yeah.
I almost like it better, though, because I think I'd rather have Rodgers at this space than just keep trying to run against the defense. The NFL is too good.
Yeah, I
know the run's coming.
This is Bostonian territory usually, so they're.
Is Mercedes Lewis in the game? Oh, what a ripoff!
Oh, Aaron freaking Rodgers! Did he get there? Now they can go for it again.
He didn't get there. He's at the 1.
Yeah, and Tyler, they better bring in Dylan here. whether they, I mean,
All right, so now you're 4th and 1 exactly back at the fucking. Now you're back at the 1 again. What do you do now? Now you're in a position where now you could go for it on 4th and 1.
right. Yeah, I give the ball to Dylan.
Oh man, I don't know.
Kager, you get the stop here, dude. Your 240's looking good.
Yeah, but I never bet it.
Oh, well, that's the problem with that.
I never bet. But you know what, Twatty, you can get them at plus 330 right now.
Wow.
You can get them at plus 330 right now. They're going for it too. I have yet to make a bet on this game. Some people will tell me I'm an asshole.
Sumner, the reason I like to go for it here is if you don't get it, they're kind of fucked, aren't they? I mean, they got to go 99.5 yards. That's the only reason.
He's going for it.
Stop them. Arizona steps
Stop
up.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Holy
So
shit.
that's what, to Sumner's point, that's why you take the points. I still go for it personally. But
holy shit.
you can't let the result change your decision, Sumner, right? I mean, you're either of the mindset you always go or you don't ever go, right?
I'll tell you what, though. I don't love the fact, Twatty, that you didn't put them in a position where all they need is I know they got to go 99 yards, but they only need a field goal to tie now.
Yeah, I mean, you had to give that ball to Corey Dillon. We almost got to
Corey Dillon, Cincinnati Bengals legend.
Yeah, Corey Dillon, of course.
AJ Dillon.
I would give it to Corey. I'd give it to Corey
I'm
Dillon.
just messing around, Twatty.
Well, I mean, Corey Dillon's sitting at home right now.
He's got to be old as shit now.
I think he's still younger than me.
Did he get out? Yeah, he got out.
That was close, though.
What was that? What was that throw?
I don't know what that was. I don't know what you call
the worst
that.
part, if you don't pick this up, you have to punt it. What the fuck?
Did they just take it off?
Oh, what a pass. Well, I guess he was wide open.
How do you let that happen?
I don't know how that happened.
The only thing I think of is they all said, "Oh, that's AJ Green. I'm not guarding him."
They just manipulated the zone well with the play design.
Oh my god!
Because it looked like they had a
range.
runner that had the safety go over the top with him.
They need to slow down now.
Imagine me not grabbing the plus 240, Twatty, right now. Is that good? That's Jesus Christ.
Actually, my -5 with Arizona still in play somehow. After getting whooped all day, take OT here.
Yeah, it's true, huh?
Yep.
Do you know how sick Green Bay will be that they didn't get in the end zone if Arizona scores a touchdown here?
It's been a good game, though. I wouldn't mind a rematch in the playoffs with everybody healthy.
Yeah, I'll buy that. I'll buy that. The egg might be on my face that I didn't take the fucking Cards plus 240 when I tried to.
Well, if you try
I
and
tried
it doesn't
to.
let you, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I mean, I did. I tried.
Here's where Kyler runs. Oh, nice move. My Kyler under rushing is a winner unless he breaks one.
I'll fucking throw up, bro, if they win this game and the Geo lock wouldn't let me bet them. I'll throw up right in my mouth.
They got to go for the jugular. They can't play for a field goal.
Oh, I agree. But they are home, though. Keep that in the back of your head.
No, right. But you got plenty of time to get 7 here.
So, can I get your guys' thoughts on Cliff Kingsbury as a head coach in the NFL? Are you guys happy with him?
Fumble. I'm not a Kingsbury fan at all. Give props, he's 7-0 or whatever this year. But I mean, he's got a stacked roster. I'm not a fan of Kingsbury at all.
What do you think, Spread?
Yeah, I'm not sure what to make of him. Obviously, he's had some bad in-game decisions in the past that cost him some games, but you do have to give him credit for installing this system and really getting this offense where it is now. So,
see, that's my thing, Spread. Like everyone talks about, like, and you're right, installing the system, but we've all seen DeAndre Hopkins' route tree, right?
right.
How innovative! DeAndre Hopkins runs fly patterns, 10-yard outs and 10-yard ins. And it's like, okay, well, you're this offensive genius. You're one of the best players in the world. This is his route tree. It was almost am I wrong about that?
No, I guess I understand your point there. There's a lot of guys though, right, that run those old offenses, right? Like, I mean, I guess there's not that many left, right? But like, you know, Seattle's offense is behind the curve. I thought the Raiders' offense was behind the curve before Gruden left. Chicago, like, what are they doing? You know, so I mean, it's like, at least he's doing some things right.
Big play.
I mean, for the way people talk about him, Twatty, you think he's Matt Nagy, right?
Well, that's it. I talk about it that way.
No, you're not the only one.
Yeah.
I can't remember what podcast I listened to. They call him Cliff Kitchens because they say he's such a bad head coach.
I think that, and then I go back to Texas Tech. I mean, you have Patrick Mahomes and you have Baker Mayfield, and you're not winning in college with those guys. What? Yeah, I agree with that, Huffy. I agree 100%.
Yeah, but don't you have to give him a little bit of credit for that?
Now Kyler's going to run and kill my under in the fucking last minute. What the fuck is he at?
You got to be way under, though, right now. Like, even if he scores a touchdown, you got to be under.
Yeah, he's probably at 22 now. I got him at 30. So he'd have to run it in from here.
Yeah, but even if he runs it in from here, you got to be good, no?
That'd be a push. Oh, well, he's got. Of course, he kept it, but they got him. Nice defense.
Do they have any timeouts?
One timeout.
Oh my God! The last thing I want to see is overtime right now. I want to go to fucking bed.
Give the ball to Connor down here.
I got to jump off real quick. Someone's at my door, and I figure this game's
So,
about to be over.
Their DraftKings check spread.
Yeah, I wish. But I will be back with you guys next Thursday. Thanks again for having me on.
All right, Rod.
All right, peace.
And then there was Twatty, who is not getting off early tonight.
I can't leave you now. No man left behind.
Can't leave me now, Matt. So what's your favorite NFL play of the week?
Oh, shit. I'm winning this Aaron Jones under 121 by a yard. Or under 112 by a yard. Wait, he picked what?
He picked it off. He
Did what?
He actually.
How does AJ Green not know the ball's coming to him?
I don't know, but he actually picked it off.
I could have sworn I saw that it went incomplete. But holy fuck.
I mean, just kill yourself if you're AJ Green. Just put a bullet right in your fucking head.
Nice play.
Wow. What a play. Well, I didn't make one bet this entire game.
So we hit the arts and lost the first touchdowns.
Yeah,
so we broke even. Well, no, we probably lost some.
And you hit your Kyler Murray under.
Yeah, but we didn't put it on the board. I don't think, or we didn't put it on the scroller.
Yeah, so then we broke even.
But I also gave out the under in Aaron Jones too, but we didn't put it on the scroller. But it happens.
So you went 3-1, but only gave out one play.
Yeah, I hate when that happens.
What was your one NFL play of the week?
Chargers,
and your top 3 favorite college football plays of the week?
Michigan State under 51.
All right.
Cincinnati minus 26.
All right. Huge win for Green Bay here. 7-1.
Holy shit. So both teams are 7-1 now. Wow.
Yeah, that's a big win for Green Bay with no wideouts, man.
Hell yeah, on the road too.
Huge win.
All right, Kager. Love you. I'll talk to you, I don't know, next couple days.
All right, love you, Matty.
Later. All right, guys.
All right, boys. I am going to try to do the Saturday morning UFC show. It's going to be for Run Pure Bet subscribers. Honestly, if you're not a member of this website, you don't even deserve to watch these free shows. I mean, come on, man. If I have anything left to prove after 4 years, why are you watching these shows to begin with? I'm not worth the 60 by myself every fucking week. Join the website. What are we doing? So I'll be live. My hope is I'll be live for the subscribers on Saturday morning. On Sunday, it'll be a subscriber show for the early slate. And then Sunday afternoon, I'll be back for the public. But you know what? I'm not even sure I want people here anymore that are just here to watch. Like, just go watch somebody else's show at this point. It's insulting at this point. Aside from that, I'll see the subs on Saturday. I'll see the subs on Sunday morning, and I'll see the rest of everybody else on Sunday afternoon. I'm out. Later.